The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Welcome once again to The Head, The Tail, The Whole Damned Thing, with Mike D. McCarthy and James Knight, your industry professionals. Well, this is our last episode of 2025. What a hell of a year, right? Well, 2026 is gonna be awesome! Today's episode, A Nightmare on Elm Street and Black Phone. In honor of Black Phone, I'm doing this intro on my phone. Take it away, fellas.
Oh man, Mom's so pissed. Mom's so mad. I've gotten a text message every single day.
Really?
Since that Pitch Black episode came out.
It's probably because I told her, listen, I like Vin Diesel. I like the Fast and the Furious movies. So don't come trailing your horse shit on me.
Yeah. Because of the space-time continuum wormhole of our editing process, that Pitch Black episode has been out for weeks now, but as of this recording, it's only been out a few days, and every day, Mom texts me about how I'm wrong about the character of Riddick, and did you even watch the movies, and Santa Claus is not happy. She's threatening to cancel Christmas. Yeah, all your Christmas presents are going back. You must apologize on the air to get them back. Yeah, that shit's serious.
Here's the thing. This episode doesn't come out until after Christmas.
Well, but Santa Claus will know. So I just want to apologize to Mom, Vin Diesel, and the whole Diesel family for any confusion, consternation, or frustration that I may have caused.
Well done. We may have made a few enemies on that show, because wasn't there another one of our fans that said, if you guys don't like Predator Badlands, I'm going to boycott your show for exactly one episode?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Does that mean you're boycotting this episode, or you're going to...
Maybe just you, because I liked it, and you didn't.
There we go.
Much.
Yeah, I liked Vin Diesel, and you didn't as much. So we've made enemies and friends on that last episode.
Oh, enemies and friends. And to any new friends who are listening, we are The Head, the Tail, the whole damn thing. We will be taking a classic movie and a newer release, pairing them, comparing them, contrasting them, all for your listening pleasure.
Tonight is a classic.
It is a doozy.
Yeah.
One you've been dreaming about all this time.
Yeah. This entire episode is all about our dreams and hopes.
That's
becoming successful podcasters. So, write a review, do 5 stars, even if you hate the show. I'm kidding. You don't have to do 5 stars, but let's face it, it's a good show.
1 star? Who's this from? Oh, Vin Diesel. Diesel! God damn you!
Mom's probably going to write a terrible review. Say these guys don't even know who Vin Diesel is.
Yeah, a classic Nightmare on Elm Street, 1984's.
Yeah.
Gave birth to a whole horror franchise. And
it did.
A movie that's making a lot of buzz right now. A sequel to a very popular movie. It came out a few years ago.
Yeah, Black Phone 2.
And when we get into Black Phone 2, we will, of course, do a spoiler-free portion of the review before we head into the lobby to come back and spoil the whole damn thing.
Yeah.
But I'm excited about this one. Because you called it Nightmare on Elm Street. This is a classic. I believe when we did our bracket bloodbath, our March Madness last year, Freddy took it, right?
He did.
We started out with 16 slashers from movies, and he brought it home. Because he's a horror icon. I think rightly deserved. Honestly.
Absolutely.
I was
100%.
pleased with the way that rolled out.
This year, for the bracket bloodbath, in the month of March, we are doing Final Girls. So Nancy Thompson's going to be in there.
Most definitely.
Wouldn't it be fitting if she won?
I don't know if she'll win. She's a great final girl.
She is.
But she's got some stiff competition.
She's in 4 of the movies, maybe? I don't know. I didn't watch all of them.
In 4 of them?
But I did watch 1 and 2 and 3.
Oh.
And those, yeah,
very different movies. I remember as a kid, I always really liked 3, 2. That's the gay one, and I'm not just being Google it.
It is.
It is the Top Gun of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. Where you watch it and you go, "Huh, this seems a little homoerotic."
A little bit, yeah,
or a lot bit. But yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge, Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Dream Warriors.
Dream Warriors. Little soundtrack by Dokken.
Oh my God. Is that Dokken's soundtrack?
Dokken's soundtrack on number 3. Number 3 is a baller of a movie, I gotta say.
As a kid, that's the one I liked the most. Sure. I was glad to revisit this one, though. Hadn't seen it in a while. And was curious to know if it still lived up to the hype.
Yeah. I'm curious to see what you thought of these movies because there are a lot of similarities. And when I first started to watch Black Phone 2, I immediately texted you and said, we're going to do Nightmare on Elm Street with this one.
Yeah, no, it's a very fitting pairing.
It is.
But I believe we have a little warm-up for Nightmare on Elm Street. And here with a little something about it is Elm Street Eddie.
Oh, man. All right, man. Dude, listen, dude. First off, I'm a Fred head, right?
Okay.
We're a dedicated bunch of peeps, ready to get all sleepy with it and go hang with the man of our dreams. So just let me say, if you haven't seen this movie, man, you've seen it, right?
Yeah. No,
all right, cool. Yeah, you're in for a trip of a lifetime, bro. Freddy Krueger is like the ultimate dream demon. He's the king of nightmares. He's like the coolest bad guy ever. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't he also a pedophile?
No, hold up. The remake with the Bad News Bear guy might have you believe that, but let's face it, OG Freddy didn't like kids that way, man. He just wanted to kill them. Sorry, unalive them, to go with the parlance of today's time. He wasn't that freaky, bro. Just straight up homicidal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, he killed like 20 kids.
Yeah.
He really didn't like kids.
Whatever, they're douchebags. Who like kids like that? Nobody, right? They're always annoying the crap out of you and, hey, mister, can I have some candy? No. So anyway, my dude's got style. He's got this sick glove, right? Made of razor blades and knives and shit.
Amazing glove.
Dude, it's like nuts. Sometimes it could be like a Nintendo Power Glove, or a bunch of hypodermic needles, or a spoon to force feed that chicken number 5.
Oh boy.
Forget hockey masks and white clown faces. Bro's got a face looks like a double cheese za with pep. And don't forget that sweet, sweet fedora and striped sweater for the spooky season, right? Fucking fashionable, brother. Come on, Freddy's got it going on, don't you think?
Nothing says horror like a crocheted sweater, but
absolutely.
Go on.
Yeah. Now let's talk about dreams, man. Freddy's dreams are like the most intense, mind-bending trips you can imagine, right? Like dropping acid at a dog show. Yeah. Remember when Freddy's head was on a dog? You remember that? I couldn't remember if that was from a movie or if I just saw it at the dog show. You remember when he put that dude into like a video game? Little man was hopping up and down like a Super Mario?
Yeah? Is that in 3? Is that happening?
No, man. That's like the 6th one or the 7th. I don't know.
Okay.
It's one of those out there. But anyway, how about when he ate that medium with the giant Freddy snake? Remember that? You know what I'm talking about. Man, that thing looked like a dick, bro. That was nuts. Freddy's got more tricks up his sleeve than David Blaine at the Playboy Manse. You know what I'm saying? Fucking hiding cards and all kind of shit. Coin tricks, smoking mirrors. And the kills, man, he's got creativity, dude. Remember when we turned that girl into a roach? Or made that little dude's hearing aid blow his head off? Or when he whipped that douche with the rat tail towels until he was dead?
That's from the second one. Yeah, that's from the second one.
Just remember the rules. The rules are so important, bro. So important. You can't die in your dreams. I mean, don't, because if you do, you die in real life, right? It's like the ultimate catch-22, like you can't go to sleep, but you also can't stay away for too long because you'll die from sleep deprivation. So Freddy's got like all the angles covered, bro.
He does.
So if you're a Freddy fan like me, you know the deal. Elm Street's where it's at, bro. It's the ultimate playground for the king of nightmares. So grab your popcorn, turn down your lights, and get ready for the ride of your life. 1, 2, he's coming for you. You know what I'm saying?
3, 4, better lock my door.
Yeah, that's right. He's got a whole lot of love to give. In like the most twisted way possible, of course. That's my boy Fred. I'm a Fred head. You want to be a Fred head? Send us an email, bro. Fredheads.com.
Elm Street Eddie, everybody. Thank you. Nice. So, yeah, you went through all the sequels there. He is rightfully so a horror icon. Interesting in this one, though, not nearly the quip master, not nearly as punny and as funny as he will be in later movies. Maybe times to the detriment of the movie or the moment.
Agreed, 100%. I mean, this is Wes Craven version of Nightmare on Elm Street. And it seemed like every sequel that they did up until the time that they got Wes Craven, they were taking on some like newcomer that hadn't really done much before and giving him a shot at the title, which is maybe kind of strange. I don't know. It might have been a Bob Shaye thing. I mean, Bob Shaye was the producer on all these movies. Yeah, this movie is more serious, although I remember it as a kid being way more serious than when I watched it for this show, because I hadn't seen it in a really long time. And I was like, this is kind of dumb.
Well, when I first saw this movie, I was really young.
I'm sure you were
only like 10 years old, I think. It was legitimately scary. The idea of a monster or a maniac that killed you in your dreams, killed you when you went to sleep, is about as scary as it gets. That is a great premise.
Based on a true story, too. You know, yeah, you're giving me that face like, what? Yeah, Scoob. It's a true story. Wes Craven had saw a news article about these people in, I think it was Cambodia, that were all having the same nightmare.
Okay.
And there was some other guy that kept having the same nightmare reoccurring, and one night he died in his sleep. And Wes Craven thought, well, wouldn't that be weird if all these people were being tortured by someone in their dreams and having the same nightmare, and then if you died in your dreams, you would die in real life. So that is essentially what inspired him to write this movie.
As if Cambodia didn't have enough horrible shit going on at the time.
Everyone was dreaming of Pol Pot.
I mean, there might have been some other things at play. Mass group traumas and hysterias. Good God. True story or not, he created an absolute horror icon.
He did.
Will agree with you a little bit, though. When I watched it, I was like, well, it's kind of dumb. You know.
Now, I'm not saying this is a bad movie or fuck this movie or anything like that. Just saying it's got some things that are kind of dumb.
Well, it's a question I want to bring up with you. Is like, when you are going to review a movie like this, do you take it just on its own merits? Or do you consider that, like, this created Freddy and an icon in a franchise was born? Do you take that into account when you give it a rating? Or do you just look at, like, this is the movie, these are the good points, these are the bad points, end of story?
I think my rating tonight is going to be based partially on nostalgia, partially on the fact that it created a horror icon. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's not a perfect thing. It's not to say that it doesn't hold up well anymore. I just don't remember it as being dumb then.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. I don't remember thinking, well, that's silly. I remember thinking, this movie's cool.
We have commented a bunch of times just how in the past couple of years, horror movies seem to have gotten better and better and better.
Oh, sure.
And I think it's more than just the last couple of years. I'm sure it's more of a gradual climb, but like, we've had absolutely stellar movies. Genre films or not, they've just been great films.
They've also been very serious films.
Yeah.
Horror movies are a lot more serious and grisly now than they ever were before. Maybe not before, but at this time of Nightmare on Elm Street, it was a little tongue-in-cheek, a little fun.
Yeah, and I think maybe there was an understanding that, like, for a genre picture like this, you weren't going to look too closely. You weren't going to ask too many questions. You were just going to let some things slide.
Yeah.
And that is the spirit with which I had to watch this movie again. Get back into, I think, more of the spirit of when it was made.
Yeah, and I was really happy to get into it, too. And then I was really happy to see the second one. And I was really happy to watch the third one. And I was like, I just don't have the time to watch all of them. Yeah. But I will. And you know, about the Nightmare on Elm Street movies, it's one of those things that I wish I had been in the business a little bit longer so I could have worked on one of them. Because they all kind of finished before I started to really get my feet under me and start working at a lot of different places. So I never got a chance to work on one. And I'm hoping that someday I will, but there's a problem with the rights right now. And the problem with the rights is the Wes Craven estate owns the rights to the United States, and New Line owns the world rights. So they can't make the movie if they don't come to any kind of an agreement. It's a weird thing. And from what I understand, the Craven estate wants too much money, but New Line it would make another one tomorrow if they could, but they just don't have all the rights.
Yeah, well, maybe it was laid out that way on purpose. Maybe Wes Craven knew that he never wanted to let that character out of his hands, so they negotiated the deal that way. Just to tie it up in just that way. Yeah. I did not remember that when this movie starts out, like the very first thing you see is him making the glove. That glove is a weird thing. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Jason has a machete and a number of other things that he'll use, and Michael Myers has a butcher knife. Normally, the slasher has a tool of the trade, as their trademark weapon. Freddy has this weird glove with knives on it, and I was like, what the heck is that even all about? Yeah. But it is literally the first thing you see in the movie is like him in the shop constructing this glove. And I don't know that gives it an excuse, but at least it starts with it from square one. And I was like, okay, well, that's a good enough answer for me.
Yeah, totally cool.
And then as soon as the glove is finished, Nightmare on Elm Street, title card. And then you see a blonde girl. This is Tina, and she's running down a dark hallway in some sort of warehouse. There's like water on the floor. Tina, who is, we will find out in this movie, 15 years old. Although she looks to be about 24 in this
Do they say that she's 15 in the movie? Really?
They do when they are, spoiler alert, taking her body out of the...
Wait a minute, Tina dies?
Yes. Yes, as will often happen in a horror movie, the first girl that you see as our sort of decoy, she will die later on. And yeah, when they pull her body out of the house, it's like, oh, she's only 15. Or there's a radio report or a TV report that mentions she's 15, which for me, I find a little unsettling a little later in this movie.
Oh, that's
Especially on my second watch, I was like, ew.
Yeah, she's like, wait, 15 years old, she's having a sex...
Yeah, totally. But you get some, like, creepy synth music going, of course, very 80s. Although that little... That little succession of notes, that little melody is great. That's a fantastic little iconic slasher melody. Yep. She's running through this warehouse with the watery floor and the dark shadows, and you hear laughter coming out of this steam, and she's looking frightened, and then the glove tears through this cloth wall. I don't know. He was doing his laundry. He hung the sheets up to dry or something. There's just a sheet there. Look what these knife fingers can do. I
hang everything on clotheslines.
That's right. I told him Egyptian cotton only. Tears through it. Jump scare from behind. Oh, here he comes. And Tina wakes screaming in bed. Mom enters the room. Tina, what's going on? You okay? Oh, I just had a bad dream. Must have been some dream. Tina looks down and her nightgown has been rent open. Yeah. Like 4 slashes.
I like that word rent. Rent open.
And then some skeezy, I don't know, I thought, is this Tina's stepdad or mom's boyfriend?
A lot of the movies do this, by the way. Yeah. They have like sleazy guy that's like, come back to bed, sweetheart.
Yeah. It is a movie that will prove for the most part that the adults are useless once again.
And most of the moms are drunken whores.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Nancy's mom is like in a Tennessee Williams play, but we'll get to her. She is a drunken mess.
Yeah.
Oh, the skeezy stepdad's like, come back to bed, sweetheart. And just putting myself in there, I'm like, you heard the teenager scream from the other room. The mom comes in all worried, and he can't wait like 30 seconds. He's like, hey, baby, I had my dick inside you. You just ran away. What's going on?
Well, you know, guys in the 80s.
Oh, yes. We'll get a little of that as we continue. Tina grabs her crucifix, goes back to sleep, and then screen washes out, and we get the girls jumping rope. Singing a little jump rope lullaby. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you.
3, 4, better lock your door.
Yeah. Well, the next morning, we're going to meet all of our teens. We've met Tina. We'll meet Nancy, Heather Langenkamp. She will be our final girl in this movie. Great final girl. We'll meet Rod, who looks like he is modeled himself after Dallas Winston in The Outsiders.
Yeah.
And then Johnny Depp as Glenn.
Johnny Depp's first movie, I think.
I think so. And funny to see Johnny Depp in like a sweater vest, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Preppy Johnny Depp.
Yeah, it's like somebody who dresses like your eccentric great aunt most of the time now to see him in a sweater vest and khakis is kind of a novel thing.
He does.
Yeah. He's like, I need another scarf and another ring to complete this ensemble.
He dresses like a Portland bookshop owner.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
There's coffee over there if you'd like. We have matcha as well.
Yeah. Just take one stiff gust of wind to catch all his scarves and send him floating through the air like Mary Poppins.
But he would sound like a jingling, jangling mess as all his bangles and everything start to ting, 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 as he's being carried away. Johnny Depp on A Wing and a Prayer.
Oh, man. Well, the kids are commiserating a little bit. I had the worst dream last night about the boogeyman. And they don't all come together at this moment, and I don't know why.
Yeah, I thought that odd, too. Because if anyone told me they had a dream and I knew I had exactly the same dream, I would be like, shut the front door, hold on, wait, did this happen?
That's right.
No, wait, did this happen?
2 tickets to Cambodia, please. We're going.
Wait a minute, were there boobs? It was the same dream.
No, the only boobs in Nightmare on Elm Street are the booby traps that we will get later in this movie.
Oh, man.
Other than that, boob-free. Kind of novel for a slasher movie at this time.
Sure.
0 boobs.
Yeah, you're right. 0 boobs.
Oh, well, Tina's all freaked out. She doesn't want to be alone, so cut to that night. The kids are having a sleepover at Tina's house, right? And the girls kind of commiserate the details of their dreams, fingernails, finger knives. Nancy, you dreamed about the same creep I did. The green and red sweater, of course. Mm-hmm. And then they hear a noise outside. And Glenn, Johnny Depp's like, oh, hold up. Who's out there? And then, Rod, jump scare. Yeah. Trying to get Pony Boy to stay gold.
That's right. Rod smokes. You can tell that Rod smokes. Rod's got a big lighter in his pocket and a fucking pack of Marlboros rolled up in his shirt.
And a button-up shirt that has every button undone except for like the very, very bottom one. And at that point, I just thought, like, wear a vest, Rod.
Yeah, come on, Rod.
It seems like you're leaning that direction anywhere.
Totally.
Just wear like a warrior-style vest. That would be fine.
Yeah.
Just rock it.
With like a shark tooth necklace.
There you go.
Yeah. It's my spirit animal, bro.
Oh,
I'm like a shark.
Rod's all over Tina, and he's like, we're going upstairs. We got the parents' room. You guys can take the rest. Like
he's kind of kidnapping Tina and taking her upstairs. I was like, this doesn't fly today.
And Tina's like, hey, guys, don't leave me alone with him. Also, Tina's 15, which, again,
weird.
Yeah. Because then we're going to cut to like a lot of sex noises as Johnny Depp is sort of lying in bed listening, and you just hear like, oh, yeah, give it to me, Rod. Ooh. It's ridiculous.
Rod's making good, classy sex noises.
That's right.
Yeah.
Then we cut to Rod and Tina as Rod finishes up and rolls over. He's like, you feel better now, baby? And she's like, monkey man cure Jane, or something like.
Or does she say Tarzan cure Jane?
Something
either way.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm like, that's right, baby. That's right. Well, that's all you need. Rod's going to ask you if you know what a Cleveland steamer is.
Bang.
What do you say after we do it? We can get in the car and I'll let you drive. You've got your permit now, so all you need is someone over 18 to be in the car with you.
Creepy.
Really, Rod?
Oh, boy.
Well, they fall asleep, and that night, Tina hears some clicking on the window. She wakes up, in quotation marks, and as she heads over to the window, and this is interspersed with a shot of Nancy in bed, and a really cool shot from this movie, which is the face pressing out from the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those.
What is that stuff?
It's like a big giant dental dam.
Hey, Tina, you don't need that.
Listen.
Rod is clean.
It's just a cold sore, Tina. Everybody's got them. I don't want to taste latex all day. Yeah, it's a dental dam. It's a big giant sheet of latex, stretched tight and painted the same color as the wall. And then you just get Freddy behind pushing on it. It's a small little set piece. It's really cool. Because if you notice, that part of her bedroom is really small. It's like 5 feet wide, like her bed's in a corner. And the roof is a little sloped right there. Just that one section. Yeah, this is definitely an insert piece built on stage with a big dental dam.
But Tina is checking out the window. Who's down there? Tina puts on like a button-up shirt and she goes downstairs.
Rod's button-up shirt.
Walks outside. Yeah. And she actually can use the buttons on that. Yeah. Unlike Rod. Who's there? She walks out the house and then like out into an alley. And that's when you see the long-armed Freddy. Freddy's silhouette coming down the alley with extra long arms.
A little odd.
It's a weird effect, right?
It is.
It's a weird effect. Just
some big giant arm extensions. And I think when they shot them, they thought, this is kind of dumb. And then when they saw how it was backlit silhouette, they went, this is kind of cool. Let's keep it.
His gloved hand is like scraping against the side of the corrugated metal fence or something.
Creating little sparks. It's good. It's good. Creepy sound. That's going to fuck with a lot of people.
I appreciate in this movie about Freddy, even though they don't give him all the like puns and quips and all that stuff that the other movies would do.
I mean, I'm glad they don't.
He is very mischievous in this one. Like, he delights in grossing them out and scaring them and doing weird things. In a moment, we're going to see it because Tina freaks out. She starts running. He gives chase. And then at one point, he jumps out from behind a tree and he's like, hey, Tina. And he holds up his hand and he just like cuts off a couple of his fingers.
Yeah.
So the blood starts.
Is it blood or is it yellow? I can't remember.
I mean, something. It's like some sort of ichor starts like.
Yeah. It was almost like embalming fluid. Out. Reminded me of like Phantasm 2.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great as well.
Later on in the movie, he'll like slice his chest open and you'll also see in that a bunch of green fluid and some maggots behind it.
Yeah. There's lots of maggoty, eely, nasty things in this movie. For odd reasons. Like, why? Why is that there?
Only because it kind of freaks you out.
Sure.
Don't go looking for it to make too much sense.
100%.
You know, she is dreaming. And she is in bed screaming. She starts screaming and thrashing around. And Rod gets out of bed like, oh, what the fuck's going on? And this is when, as Tina's thrashing around, her shirt rips open and you see the 4 slashes appear.
Yeah.
Torso. Blood starts pouring out. And
this is so cool, by the way.
This is great. This is great.
Yeah.
Back then, nowadays, this is just a cool effect. She starts hovering off the bed, twirling around, bleeding. She swings into Rod, smashes him in the head, knocks him down. He's on the floor in his BVDs. Then she smashes into the wall. Then she starts rolling up onto the ceiling. She's screaming this whole time, twisting and thrashing, spraying blood all over the place.
You got the big, giant rotating room like they had in Poltergeist. So you've got this room on a spinner, essentially, and the cameraman's locked into place. And as they roll the room, she just kind of flops to the new part and continues over and over. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that's how they did it. But it's so cool and so well done because I found myself staring at things like the curtains. Like, are they going to move? Are they going to move?
Yeah.
And you get the tiniest little movement from it. And you're thinking, that's pretty fucking great.
Yeah.
The way they straightened all that shit and made it so that nothing was really going to give away the gag, which is fucking
And don't
cool.
they also keep Rod in that shot? Like, you see he's, like, in the bottom corner or something during part of that, too. Like, over his shoulder.
Yeah.
He's looking at it as she's slamming into the wall and going up into the corner and onto the ceiling and stuff, too.
Yeah.
They really sell it well. It's a great effect. She falls on to the bed, a bloody mess.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Great effect. Super
They
cool.
had to cut some of that, too, because it was so gory. Like, when she hit the bed, there was a gigantic splash of blood, and some of that they trimmed out a little bit. There's still a lot there, but there was a lot more when they shot it, and it was a little bit too much for the MPAA. Because, honestly, this is one of my favorite kills, I think, in all of them.
Oh, absolutely. And I think if you're watching this movie for the first time, and especially like back then, this is pretty early in the movie. You get to this moment and you're like, fuck yes.
Yeah.
It is spectacular.
It's like they shoot their wad pretty quickly.
They do.
Yeah.
I don't think they get better than this in the movie.
They try.
Although there's a really great stunt at the very end, and we'll get there.
Yeah.
So Glenn and Nancy bust into the room. Rod has flown the coop. The camera pans over to a window that's open and letting you know that, like, Rod is no longer in the room. He's left.
I don't know that was a smart thing for Rod to do.
No, Rod.
My girlfriend just got killed, so I ran out of there. I'm covered in blood.
I know.
Yeah.
But now John Saxton shows up.
John Saxon.
He's like the sheriff of the town and Nancy's father. And the cops are trying to figure it out. Rod is obviously the number one suspect, but Nancy tries to tell him, like, look, Tina dreamed that this was going to happen, that someone was going to kill her. But teenagers just talking a bunch of nonsense.
That's right. We're not going to believe that. I mean,
yeah,
we're not going to believe that because that sounds stupid.
And this was the 80s. So even though you just saw your best friend get brutally murdered, you still got school the next day, young lady. Don't even think about taking a day off. You're going to study for that history test, I guess.
That's true. It's just like a Child's Play after Aunt Maggie gets thrown out the window by Chucky, and then the little kid goes to school the very next day with the Chucky doll.
And sneaks out like nobody's keeping an eye on him at all.
Yeah. Do you think John Saxon said, wait a minute, a dream guy? You mean like in Cambodia?
I was in Nam. I heard all about it.
That's right.
No, well, Nancy's on her way to school the next day, and Rod jumps out of the bushes, and he's like, listen, you gotta believe me. I didn't kill her. I didn't kill Tina. And then John Saxon's there with like a .357. Don't move, dirtbag.
Yeah.
Dad, you used me as bait.
Could you imagine John Saxon at the police station in the morning? All right, here's the plan. We're going to let my daughter go to school. When that psycho killer comes after her.
Yes. Oh, my God. Yeah, police procedure is another thing we're just going to wave our hands with in this movie. Yeah. My favorite is towards the end of the movie when Nancy
she's
is
screaming
locked
out
in
the
the
window.
house.
Yeah.
She's screaming out the window like, I got him. I've trapped him in here. There was literally a murderer across the street, and the other cop's like, it's okay. Everything's going to be all right.
Yeah,
don't worry about it. There's like a killer on the loose.
Yeah.
It doesn't alarm them at all.
Could have gotten into the house somehow, but we'll get there.
Okay, Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, Nancy's dead tired. She hasn't slept all night, and at school the next day, she is in an English class where she's getting the most boring Shakespeare lecture ever from Lin Shaye. Lin Shaye in this movie. Lin Shaye, who's in those Insidious movies, and who I always think of from Kingpin as being the landlady in Kingpin.
That's right.
You really knocked something loose there, Tiger.
Yeah. Lin Shaye is the sister of producer Bob Shaye.
No shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's right.
That's great.
That is a Shaye Family Minute.
You don't Shaye. You do Shaye.
Touche.
Well, Nancy's kind of drifting off, and then she hears, Nancy. And she looks over her shoulder while she's in class, and there's Tina in a bloody body bag.
Yeah.
Like a clear body bag. This
Pretty
is
cool.
A cool looking effect. Yeah.
Totally cool.
It's very simple, but super creepy.
Yeah.
It's all sort of dreamy right now. Nancy doesn't know what's going on. Then she looks, and Tina's kind of out in the hallway, standing in the body bag, and she moves out of sight. So Nancy gets up and walks out there, and there's a blood trail leading down the hall, and she can see the body bag slumped at an intersection about 20 feet away.
Yeah, some invisible hand holding the legs and starting to pull it away. Very, very fucking cool.
Yeah, great. Mm-hmm. Great. Super cool.
I remember seeing this movie in the theater, and I remember going a second time to see it in the theater and thinking, this movie is so fucking cool.
Yeah, it's really neat at this part. Yeah. So she's given chase, and I mean, some balls, Nancy. I don't know that I would have made this choice. I might have said, I'm not sure where that floating body bag is going, exactly. But I'm going to stay on this side of the line. But hey, Nancy's got some pluck. She's got some moxie.
She does.
She goes running after her around the corner, bumps into a hall monitor wearing the green and red Freddy Krueger sweater. Yep. Hall monitor is like a young lady with pigtails.
Which becomes a trope in so many of the movies as far as like bumping into someone or something in those colors or whatever.
Yeah.
First time it was done.
Absolutely. She goes running by, and then the hall monitor waves the gloved hand at Nancy, all menacingly. Mm-hmm. Nancy runs, following the blood trail, down some stairs, and then eventually goes into that boiler room area that we've seen from the beginning of the movie. Yeah. Steam and shadows and laughter. I think you can hear Tina's voice, Nancy, Nancy. And she's searching around in there. Freddy jumps out of the shadows again. Roar! Freddy jump scare. Freddy chases Nancy down to a dead end, and she starts screaming. Nancy just holds her arm to a hot pipe coming out of the ceiling to wake herself up.
Is this when we see her in the body bag with all the eels and worms and stuff?
No, I think that's a dream sequence that happens a little bit later on.
Okay.
When she goes looking for Freddy, she'll see Tina again in the body bag.
Oh, yeah.
And that's when the millipede comes out of Tina's mouth as well.
Ugh.
You get that shot. Yeah. Yeah, totally gross.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of just like gross out gags in this movie as well. There is. I think it's
good.
Yeah, it's a good mix of
especially for back then, because it's not like it was done very often, you know?
Yeah, and speaking of gross outs, this is when he does cut his chest, and it opens up, and you see the green fluid and all the maggots on the inside, and he just kind of chuckles.
Totally effective insert chest. David Miller, who did the original Freddy Krueger makeup, which I think is one of the better ones.
That's cool, man.
Because it has a little bit more realism to it. A couple of times you see some dangling bits of skin and things like that would happen on like a burn victim like that.
I know that when Kevin Yeager started doing the makeup for the next one and a bunch of the other movies, he made it a little bit more scar tissue and a little bit more skull-like.
But this one is a little bit fresher, and it's cool. It's well done. And he did it in a small garage shop too.
Oh, okay.
And he went on to do lots of things over the years, but never really got, I thought, the credit that he deserved for being like a big time player in the makeup effects industry, because he doesn't do a whole lot anymore. He had done Thriller with Rick Baker, and he had done The Terminator. He worked on that.
Those are a couple of iconic pieces.
Yeah, with the Stan Winston folks. In later years, he did some Angel and some other things, and a few movies here and there, but not as many as you would think.
Nowadays, I'm pretty sure he's retired.
Well, you're right. The makeup on Freddy does look really good in this. They also keep him in shadows for a lot of this movie.
Yeah.
He's more mysterious in this movie than he is in the later ones. And I think rightly, because they realized who the real star of these movies was. He's got way more personality than Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees, and they really were cashing in on him. So he becomes a lot more present, a lot more visible in the later movies than he is in this one. But the glimpses you do get of him are good and gnarly.
Yeah. You know what else he did as a makeup effects assistant? The Sword and the Sorcerer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that movie's got some fucking fantastic effects in it.
Beastmaster.
All right. Hey,
Dreamscape.
Man. I was a huge fan of this dude as a kid. I had no idea.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. He was such a power player in the 80s, the early 80s. Like Night of the Creeps. Come on. How cool is that?
Yeah. That's a lot of good ones right there.
A lot of great shit over the years. So thank you, David Miller, for your service.
Thank you, David Miller. Well, Nancy, after she burns her arm, she wakes up screaming, in class, and the teacher's like, oh, it's okay, you're okay. I mean, the girl watched her best friend get murdered last night, or came across her body. Then she was used as bait by the cops before she even got to school.
Still sent to school.
Yeah.
Now that you've been used as bait, honey, go to school.
And the teacher isn't like, let me get the nurse, let me get the counselor. Nancy's running out. She's like, you're going to need a hall pass.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. Nancy runs out of school. Yeah. It's good. Just let her go.
It is. That is some intentionally funny shit.
And she's going to go right to jail where she wants to talk to Rod about what happened. And this is where you'll find out that Rod is also having the nightmares about the guy with the knives for fingernails. Mm-hmm. And this is what he saw. Somebody else was in the room, but Tina just got thrown around and he saw the slits just
the
open
4 slices,
in her chest.
just open up.
Yeah. Well, Nancy's spooked by all this and she leaves. And then the next scene, we're going to get another great, iconic shot from this movie because Nancy will be in the bathtub singing that little lullaby and kind of falling asleep. And this is when you get that gloved hand come out of the water in the bathtub between her legs. It's cool.
It is great.
Disconcerting.
Yeah.
It's a great image.
I swear to God, this is a scene that's been ripped off at least 5 or 6 times in other movies over the years since then.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah.
Anytime anyone's in a shower or a bathtub or a bathroom in general, there's just vulnerability inherent in that.
Yeah.
So to see the knives come up in a very sensitive place, you know, that glove, it just makes you sort of cringe right away.
And her mom's like, Nancy, don't fall asleep in there. You'll drown.
Yeah.
I'm going to go drink.
Hand goes right under the water. Yeah, I know. Her mom just
every time they cut to her mom,
yeah,
she's pulling like a bottle of vodka out of a fucking
linen closet.
Yeah.
Or a drawer.
Yeah. Taking a big long
drawer in the kitchen.
Capping it, putting it back. Nobody saw.
I think at one point, Nancy goes to tuck her mom in, and her mom just brings the bottle out from under the covers of the bed.
Places mom's hiding bottles.
I have always relied on the kindness of strangers.
She's opening up the top of the toilet tank and pulling out a nice gold one.
I keep this one under the driver's seat of the car. I call it my safety belt.
That was so good.
Well, after Nancy's mom wakes her up briefly, Nancy does fall asleep in the bathtub and then falls through the bathtub.
Yeah.
Like,
good
instantly
gag.
starts
good
drowning.
Fun, fucking endless tub gag.
Yeah.
Very
and
cool.
She's struggling and trying to pull herself out, and then her mom can hear the commotion. Nancy, what's going on? She can't open the door because it's locked. It's one of those bathroom doors where you have to get the coat hanger.
Yes.
I mean, this is some real 80s, some real totally. 80s shit, right?
How many times have you done that? Straighten the coat hanger to stick it through the hole in the door and then bloop, hit that little button, push the button out on the other side. Yeah.
And Nancy manages to get out of the tub, and her mom's like, what's going on? What's going on? And I don't know why Nancy plays it cool at this part. She's like, no, nothing's wrong, Mom. I'm just getting out of the tub.
I just slipped. I just slipped is all.
I slipped into a 30-foot deep bathtub all of a sudden.
Dragged down by some guy with knives for fingers. But it's like, I was dreaming. You were right, Mom. Yeah. Don't fall asleep in the tub.
Well, don't fall asleep at all now, because Nancy's going to start taking action. She gets the no-dose, or I think it's called stay awake.
Yeah.
From the medicine cabinets and caffeine pills. She will be brewing pots
Loved by
coffee.
Truckers across the land.
Nancy's trying to stay up. She's watching scary movies, little Evil Dead on the TV. Nice little nod to that. And Glenn sneaks over, Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp lives across the street. He crawls into her window, you know.
Mom, why is there a pirate outside?
Shenanigans.
That's just Johnny Depp, honey.
Pirate in a sweater vest. Nancy's like, okay, listen, I'm going to go to sleep, and I'm going to go look for this guy, Freddy. All you have to do, Glenn, is stand guard over my sleeping body, and if anything looks crazy, you need to wake me up. He's like, oh, sure.
Try not to rub one out while you're there next to me, though, because that would be weird. Looking over his shoulders, and finds one of Mom's bottles.
That's right.
Don't mind if I do. Peppermint schnapps. Nancy, are you asleep? Nancy? Nancy?
Well, now Nancy's dreaming. She's fallen asleep. She's walking through a dark neighborhood in her PJs. I mean, a brave choice. Again, as final girls go, Nancy's got pluck from the very beginning.
Totally.
She's taking matters into her own hands. And
never is she a victim.
Yeah. No, she's going for it. She walks in her dream through the neighborhood to the police station. She's looking through a window and she sees Rod's cell and she sees Freddy approaching Rod's cell and he kind of T-1000s right through the bars.
I was just going to say that. He totally T-1000s prior to the T-1000. So, Terminator 2 ripped off Nightmare on Elm Street.
There you go.
There you go.
You heard it here first.
This has been a Who Did It First minute. Thank you, Wes Craven.
Thank you indeed. Glenn, wake me up. Are you there?
So is she supposed to be talking in her sleep?
Yeah. Well, and they did this weird thing when they start this dream.
That
where
Glenn is in the dream.
Yeah, very briefly. Kind of steps out from a tree. I mean, to me, I took that as like, she is dreaming that happened. That's not actually happening and that she's not actually communicating with him. She's just in her mind thinking that's how it is.
But we should ask the Cambodians, except I think we only had 2 downloads there. Perhaps after this episode, we will have a bit more.
Finally, they're doing Nightmare on Elm Street. The story of our people.
Yeah.
God. Glenn, wake me up. Well, Glenn will not wake her up. And then Freddy jumps out of the bushes. Freddy in the bushes chases Nancy into the house. She shuts the door behind her and tries to go up the stairs, but goopy stairs.
Is this Marshmallow Stairs is now?
Yes, Marshmallow Stairs.
When I saw the Nightmare on Elm Street 2010 remake, my review simply said, I miss Marshmallow Stairs.
Yeah, her feet are going right through these goopy steps. What I do like about this is that's a very recognizable moment in your dreams. I think everybody's had that experience, right? We're like, oh, I'm trying to run, but I'm moving so slow, or the ground is all soft and I can't get away. And
I'm pretty sure that this was Bob Shaye's idea and Wes Craven did not want to do it. He thought this was dumb. Yeah.
Oh,
and Bob Shaye was like, no, this is great. And they had to cut holes in the stairs because it was a set, obviously. And then put like a bucket of like goopy sort of white goo.
It does look like somebody spilled paint on a bunch of different steps.
Exactly.
She's just stepping into buckets. It's not perhaps the most flawlessly executed effect.
No.
But the idea behind it, I think, is I can believe this one. Yeah.
It's fun. Again, all practical. No CGI in this movie, all practical.
She finally makes it up into her bedroom. She opens the door, and Glenn is asleep in the chair. Oh, fucking Glenn. Oh, she shuts the door, and she's like, oh, it's just a dream. It's just a dream. And the mirror on the other side of the door shatters as Freddy jumps through it. This is a good jump scare.
It is.
I like this one. Right through the mirror, tackles her. She begins to wrestle around with Freddy Krueger on the bed. Holds up a pillow, and I love it. It's so funny. She like holds it up, and he very obviously like slashes it open so a bunch of feathers can go flying everywhere.
Exactly. It's a parade, Nancy.
And then an alarm clock goes off near her head
because she knew Glenn was going to be a fucking dipshit and fall asleep after he sipped Mom's schnapps.
Yeah. You had one job, dipshit.
Yeah, come on,
One
Glenn.
job. That was it.
Why is your zipper down, Glenn?
Nancy? Mom is calling. Glenn's like, oh, shit, I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
You fucked up so much already.
Yeah.
Dipshit.
Wasn't he barefoot, too?
Yeah.
I remember him being barefoot when he came in the window, and I'm like, why are you not wearing shoes when you're climbing the trellis?
With the rose bushes on it? Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe he was like, I think it'd be cool if my character was like more in touch with nature and came across the street barefoot. What do you think of that, Wes? Yeah, whatever, Johnny.
Are you wearing a toe ring? It's just something I'm trying out. Well, now that Nancy is up and Glenn has escaped, Nancy realizes, oh my gosh, Rod is in trouble. She had seen Freddy go through the bars in the police precinct, so they are rushing to the police precinct. And as they're talking with the guy at the front desk, you see Rod asleep, and his sheets are doing like a little sort of snake charmer slither up and around his neck and sort of fashioning a noose. They begin to choke him and drag him out of bed.
Cool little reverse gag done with the sheet.
Yep.
Fun. Yeah.
A lot of reverse gags in this movie, actually.
I mean, that was the way to do shit back then. Was cool camera tricks, reverse gags, practical stuff. I wish they did more. Looks like
magic.
Yeah.
Looks like magic. And unfortunately, just as they arrive, Rod has hung himself in the jail cell. No, Rod!
Autoerotic asphyxiation. See what I did there?
Old pony boy. Well, then we'll cut to Rod's funeral. The audacity of this 80s funeral to not be raining. I gotta say, okay, good job. Normally, you have to cue the rain for the funeral.
Black umbrellas.
Bright, sunny day. Yeah, exactly. And Nancy tells her dad, the killer's still out there. The dad, the cop, and the mom, Blanche DuBois, whatever her name is. They're divorced or separated or something. Dad's like, take her home and get her some rest. And mom's like, I'm going to do her one better. I'm going to take her and get some help. The mom always has kind of the same expression on her face.
She's got like a deadpan look. Yeah, I was like,
movie.
Are you reading cue cards, Mom? What's going on?
You know, it's interesting because it does seem like that sometimes.
Yeah, it's an odd character choice for her to do.
But she's also always got like a bottle of vodka in her hand. So I just can't tell if she's playing just being like completely anesthetized.
I think so.
Plastered
I feel
the whole
like,
time.
Yeah, and Roni Blakely was the actress's name. And I feel like she just really took it to heart and went, oh no, I'm always drunk and I'm always confused looking.
Yeah, always at a 5. Just right in the middle of like, take her to the hospital. So she takes her to a psychiatric hospital, and now Nancy is being wiped down, and they're putting like little sticky pads, 2 on her forehead, 1 right on her chin, in a real weird place. Like,
they got
what does that chin one do?
It's reading how much you talk in your sleep.
That's right.
It's like a lip reader.
Jaw tension while you're asleep. Yeah, Charles Fleischer. I don't know if you noticed this. Charles Fleischer is the doctor here.
Totally.
Charles
Roger Rabbit.
Fleischer and the voice of BB in Deadly Friend.
Yeah. Wes Craven alumni.
Yeah. So Nancy's worried, but she's resigned. Okay, let's do it. You can put me to sleep. She falls asleep being monitored, and Charles Fleischer, the doctor, and the mom are in the other room looking through the window, and they've got all those machines with the needles that...
Got the machine that goes ping.
Yeah, the machine that goes ping, scratches a bunch of like wavy lines on a piece of paper, looking at it like, no, everything looks fine.
And Dr. Fleischer's like, exposition. Exposition.
This is almost unforgivable for me because the mom's like, what are dreams anyway? And he's like, oh, it's incredible body hocus pocus. Mysteries. Truth is, we don't know what they are. This guy is a doctor who does sleep studies at a psychiatric hospital.
Doesn't know anything about it.
You would think probably the question he gets more than anything else is,
Doctor, what are dreams
anyway? And he's like, I don't know. Could be anything. In fact, look, what this machine's scribbling on this piece of paper right now, I don't know what that.
In Cambodia, they say that dreams can kill you, but we all think that's a bunch of hokum.
Well, now she's going into a deep sleep now. Oh, REMs. She's got REM. She's in REM sleep now.
What's REM, doctor?
I don't know. No, she's dreaming now. The machines start going wild.
Yeah.
Nancy starts convulsing, screaming on the bed. The doctor rushes in. Oh, what's going on? Normally the readings say this should be like at 3 or 4, and she's at 20. I've never seen anything like this before. Oh, please, Eddie.
The last time I saw this was when I was in Cambodia.
Wakes her up. She's screaming. And he's like, oh, we'll sedate her. He gets a syringe full of sedative, and she's like, no, pushes him away. And Mom's like, oh my gosh, your hair. A strand of Nancy's hair has turned white from the shock.
Hello, Nancy.
And then Nancy reaches under the covers and she pulls out a crumpled fedora. Beep. She has been dreaming, and she brought back Freddy's hat.
Yeah.
How pissed off would you be if you were Freddy and this bitch took your hat? I don't know if he can just dream up another one, but it's not like he can just go get another one from somewhere.
Do we next see him in the hat, or do we see him without the hat for the rest of the movie?
See him without the hat.
Oh.
Yeah.
So really, he's just trying to get his hat back.
I want my hat.
Yeah.
Where's my hat, bitch?
Oh my gosh, how did you do that? Where were you hiding that hat?
Yeah.
We'll cut to Nancy's house. Mom's on the phone talking to Dad about the hat, drinking vodka. Yeah, she's just pounding it.
Doesn't she just hide the hat in a drawer or something?
She does.
Yeah.
Because Nancy comes up behind her. She's like, Mom. Mom's like, instantly puts it in a drawer.
Yeah.
Sort of slides the bottle of vodka away. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Nothing to see here, honey. I just brought some more daffodils in from outside. Your grandmother loved daffodils.
I was just having a mint julep, my darling. The temperature outside is perfect for it.
Yeah.
Mom, this guy is after us in our dreams.
Oh,
look at this hat. It even has his name in it. Fred Krueger. You know, Nancy's taking the hat out of the drawer.
Yeah.
Fred Krueger can't come after you. He's dead. Just get some sleep.
Yeah.
Screw sleep. She throws the bottle of vodka down and just shatters into a million pieces.
Yeah.
Mom just pulls another one out from underneath the sink.
Calmly.
Yeah. Lights up a Marlboro light.
Good thing the maid never found this one.
Now we cut to Glenn and Nancy on a walk. Glenn's talking about Balinese sleep skills. So maybe this is where some of that original story is coming in.
Yeah, of course.
As he's talking about how they can take control of their dreams, turn your back on the monster, you take away its power. Oh, Nancy, what's that you're reading? Booby traps and anti-personnel devices. I don't know where she picked up this book in the last few hours.
Went to the library at some point to go, you know what I need? I'm going to bring him back into my house and I'm going to booby trap everything.
That's right.
Essentially what you're going to do is kill drunken mom.
I haven't slept in 4 days, so I thought making pipe bombs was the next logical step.
I'm tired.
I'm into survival, she says. Oh, okay, that's cool. We've already seen a couple people die, so go get it, girl.
Yeah.
Nancy gets back home, and in this short amount of time, Mom has hired a company to put bars on all the windows and doors.
Yeah, sure.
We start playing real fast and loose with a lot of time. Like, how long
totally.
have you been awake? How long does this take? When are you supposed to do this? But no, all the bars are on the house. Mother! And her mom is literally in the hallway with like a silk nightgown, a bottle of vodka, and a Virginia Slim. And she's like, come down into the cellar. And this is when we get some of that exposition. Mom goes to the old blackened furnace and she tells the story about Fred Krueger. He was a filthy child murderer who killed at least 20 kids in the neighborhood. 20 kids?
20?
That's
kids
a
in
lot,
the neighborhood?
Man.
Yeah. How come this isn't talked about all the time?
You would think there's no way that Nancy wouldn't know about this guy. That's like a whole classroom.
Could you imagine the boogeyman stories this neighborhood would have about the child killer?
Internationally famous.
Yeah.
If you manage to kill 20 kids in a neighborhood. I mean, that's going to make property values go way down. You know what I'm saying?
It is. That's going to make Elm Streets all over the place go way down.
Oh, but he was going to go free on a technicality. The lawyers got rich and the judge got fat and somebody forgot to sign a search warrant. So he was going to go free. So Me and a bunch of the other parents tracked him down to an old warehouse, and we set him on fire. So Freddy Krueger can't hurt you because Mommy killed him.
Yeah.
And I know this seems a little weird, considering he killed 20 children, but I happen to save the instrument of murder that he used. And she pulls the glove out of the furnace.
She's been hiding it all these years.
Why are you bringing that cursed fucking totem into the house? She pulls out the glove.
I know why you're having dreams, baby.
Could it be this? You know, I got a hunch all of a sudden. I'm reminded of an old story Belvedere told me on the porch when we were drinking lemonade on a sultry Georgia evening. Mom, just what the fuck are you doing with this glove? Yeah, I took his knives, she says. Okay.
All right. You didn't what? Okay.
Yeah. So now we're gonna cut to the night, and Nancy's got the plan. Plan number 2, she's going to go back into the dream. Glenn, listen, don't fall asleep.
Yeah.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring Freddy out. You come over here, and when I bring him out of my dream, like I brought the hat out, you're going to cold cock him or hit him with a baseball bat or something. You just be ready. Brain him with the shovel. I don't care. But whatever you do, don't fall asleep. And then that night, the parents are tucking their kids in. Her mom's like, all right, Nancy, you get some sleep. And she grabs like a coffee pot and a bunch of coffee mugs, and she's leaning out there. And then as soon as she's out of the room, like Nancy gets out of bed, and from under her bed, she brings out like a secret coffee pot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like the same as her mom, except it's not booze, it's coffee.
Yeah. You got plans. She's trying to sneak out, and this is when she opens the door and she sees her mom taking a bottle of vodka out of the linen closet.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, is that where I put that?
Oh.
I'll just use this washcloth to wipe the spittle off of my chin before I make myself another screwdriver.
Why, this is just a stain remover.
I was using this to keep the delicates clean. Well, Nancy tries to call Glenn, but Glenn's parents intercept the call. It's too late. Don't be calling here.
Glenn's dad's like a total fucking douchebag.
Great casting.
It is.
Casting on that guy.
Who is this?
Yeah. So she gets mad and she rips the phone out of the wall. Like, oh, what's she going to do? Now Glenn won't be able to come over here and help her. Mm-hmm. And she's about to sneak out again when the phone rings. How can the phone ring? She just tore it out of the wall.
That's right.
But she picks it up. Hello? I'm your boyfriend now, Nancy.
Yeah.
The tongue phone.
I love tongue phone.
Yeah, you remember when Sports Illustrated was giving that one away when you got a new subscription? It's like just after the shoe phone, but before the football phone, they had tongue phone. Came with the swimsuit issue.
Yeah,
Sports
swimsuit
Illustrated
issue comes with tongue phone. Yeah. How great would that be? The Sports Illustrated tongue phone.
I remember thinking as a kid that this effect was scary. Like when I first saw this movie.
Sure.
Like, oh my God. So and I look at it now and it's kind of laughably bad.
It is.
It's still awesome. It's still awesome. I still love tongue phone, but it's
tongue phone,
so silly.
Tongue phone's a classic. Yeah, it is.
She hangs up the phone and she goes downstairs. She's trying to run out, but the door is locked.
Oh, Mom.
Barred the windows.
Yeah.
That's a fire hazard.
Yeah.
Drunken buffoon.
Mom is kind of whipping her moo-moo open a little bit.
I don't even have the key on me anymore. I don't know where it is.
Just go back to bed, darling.
I hid it in the vase full of jonquils, but good luck finding those. Oh, cut over to Glenn. Glenn is asleep with his headphones on.
Fucking Glenn.
He's got the TV on, on his belly as he's asleep in bed.
Yeah.
This is pretty great, though.
It is.
Come on.
This is very cool. I love this gag.
The arm comes out of the bed with the claw glove on it, pulls him down into the bed.
Yeah.
And everything, blanket, TV, record player.
Yeah.
Everything's going down into the bed, and then geyser of blood.
Just a huge amount of blood. You know how they did this, right?
Yeah, please tell me.
They used the same rotating room from before, the same set.
Okay, yeah.
And they had like a 55-gallon drum of blood that they would just uncork, and it would just rocket through that hole in the bed, which is, of course, now the ceiling. When that blood hit the floor, like they didn't really know the force of what was going to happen. There was no test. They just shot it.
Okay.
So they didn't know the force of what was going to happen as that blood
let her rip.
hit the floor, and it all kind of started to go to one side, and it forced the room to spin, which wasn't planned.
Oh, whoa.
So when you see like it all start to go at a crazy angle and up the wall, that was a complete fucking accident.
Oh, because there's a shot too where you see like a desk lamp and it's taking a really weird trajectory off the desk lamp.
Yeah.
You know, as
it's because the room started to involuntarily sway and swing upside down, and it flipped completely over, and all the blood hit the electrical equipment and shorted it out and killed the whole set.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So they went into a blackout. And they were upside down, strapped in that room full of blood, waiting for someone to spin the room back over and let them out. Because, like the cameraman, they were strapped into place.
When they're making an effect like that, do they have manual overrides on that stuff? I don't know what the regulations are when you're building a prop like that.
I mean,
if you're just like, well, this will work. But do they have a way to right the ship, considering it's got to be several hundred pounds, right? And on that set,
it's the 80s. Everyone's doing cocaine. They're working long hours. They're like, hey, man, we got to get that shot tonight, right? Yeah. Should we strap the room down? No, it'll be fine. Blood's just going to go straight to the floor. It'll be fine. Yeah. No, they should have safetied off that room, but it wasn't. So, yeah, that is things that happened in the 80s on set. A minute. Yeah.
It'll be great.
It's going to be great. It's going to be so great.
It is great. It is great.
It is totally cool. It's
another great effect.
It's a fantastic accidental effect. I love it.
And so, obviously, this causes a panic in Glenn's house, and pretty soon the cops are over there.
Glenn's dad's singing a different tune now.
He sure is.
Yeah.
One of the cops as they're going in there, they're like, oh, you don't need a stretcher. You need a mop.
Yeah.
Okay.
Super sensitive.
Yeah.
When John Saxon comes in, it's just leaking through the ceiling.
Yeah. Okay.
Does Nancy come over? I forget her. Does she? No, she calls.
She calls.
He's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, Fred Krueger did this.
Yeah.
You have to come over in 20 minutes.
Exactly.
Break down the door.
20 minutes.
That'll give me enough time to find him in my dream. And he's like, oh, all right, honey, 20 minutes, sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's literally blood dripping off the living room ceiling of this place.
They're putting buckets
Dad's got his hands full.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, 20 minutes. 20 minutes exactly. Cut to a montage. A montage that probably took about 4 hours.
No shit. I love 20 minutes and she's hooking up this tripwire with a sledgehammer to the ceiling.
Yeah.
She's got splash grenades.
Yeah.
Light bulbs filled with gunpowder that she's taken out of
Charles
shotgun
Bronsoning
shells.
this entire room out.
And she also has not slept for 7 days, what she's mentioned. So, she's got some great fine motor skills, delicately putting tripwires across,
hooking
doorways.
Up a punching bag glove to a big spring arm. She's Wile E. Coyoting in the room. She's going to put, a painting of a tunnel on the wall.
She sets her alarm, and then she sets her Casio watch on her wrist for 10 minutes. And then she falls asleep immediately. And then she's walking downstairs in her dream into the basement to the furnace, and the glove is missing.
Me.
What's that concealed door in the basement?
I've got your hat, Krueger.
More stairs down, and she finds herself in that rusty, wet boiler room. The shadows and the creaking and laughing and Tina whispering, Nancy? Dark hallway. She's like, Krueger, I'm here.
She's baller.
She is, man. I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
And then she wanders into like this weird apartment down there. It's like she finds an old mattress and there's mementos of Freddy's kills. We find Rod's switchblade and Tina's crucifix. And then she finds Glenn's bloody headphones.
Oh. Yeah. Some toe rings, a couple of scarves.
Yes, right. Tricorn hat. What the fuck is all of this?
Corncob pipe.
And then, jump scare from off screen. And here comes Freddy. He's running after her, running through this boiler room, the rickety gangplanks and walkways, and she ends up jumping off of a landing, and then, in the dream logic, she just lands in her front yard, on the trellis with the roses and all that kind of stuff that has been taken down so that Glenn can't climb up Romeo and Juliet style anymore. And as she throws that off and gets to her front door, her watch, her Casio, starts beeping 10, 9, 8, 7. Oh no. And then Freddy jumps up.
Here I am.
And she tackles him.
Yeah.
I mean, right at the buzzer.
Yeah.
I mean, get this girl on the lacrosse team. She's going for it.
Let's go to the replay. Looks like there was 1 second left as she took the tackle.
Beep, 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 beep,
It's going to count,
beep,
Jim.
Well, she wakes up and there's no Freddy around. Oh, I guess I'm crazy after all.
Yeah. Really? Come on.
Yes, Freddy jumps up from behind the bed. You're not crazy. Instantly grabs a coffee pot and smashes him in the head with it.
Yeah.
Great.
Good stuff.
Great weapon. She runs out of her room. She locks the door. She latches it from the outside because she had put that latch in there.
She had
in
spent
the 20
the time,
minutes.
drilling the holes. Where I need a Phillips screwdriver.
Nice and
Fuck.
flush.
Do we have a deadbolt somewhere? Yes. Oh yeah. Mom, there was one in the drawer. Let me just move the schnapps out of the way. And then and then I'm just gonna spring load a sledgehammer up on the wall. See, I'm gonna need some cable. She Home Alone the shit out of this place.
And she runs out of there. So as Freddy runs out of the room, he's like struggling with the door because he's in the real world now. He opens it up and the sledgehammer comes down, smashes into his chest. And then he takes a couple of steps and over the landing, boom, onto the stairs below. She's run down the stairs. She's at the front door, and Freddy, he's down there a little bit dazed. And she runs past him, and he gets up, giving chase, and goes over a tripwire. And the light bulb with the flash bulbs in it explodes, and he's like,
Isn't it like gunpowder? Like she emptied shotgun shells?
Emptied shotgun shells in there. All in the 10 minutes. She
drilled
put
a hole at the top of the
into the light bulb.
Charles Bronson did this in The Mechanic, I'm pretty sure. Or somebody did it in The Longest Yard.
The Longest Yard. I think they injected the light bulb with gasoline in there.
Fucking
Same
awesome.
idea here. This is when she screams out the window, "He's here! He's here! Help me!" And the cop, even though the cop has seen buckets of blood in the other house and the killer is on the loose, he's like,
nowhere to be seen.
"Don't worry, everything's cool. Get some sleep. I'm sure we'll catch this guy.
I'll let your dad know you called."
She runs downstairs into the basement. Freddy gives chase, and then she does a little dipsy-do where she goes around a corner, she turns out a light, Freddy chases her, and then as she comes around the staircase, she grabs like a cider jug full of gasoline as Freddy's looking for her, and she just douses him with gasoline. He's like, and then she quickly lights a match, like a flare even. And he's like, "No!" And she throws it at him. He erupts in flames. Very luckily, she does not burn the tapestry of dogs playing poker that's right behind him. Super classy, hanging up in the basement there.
I didn't notice that. That's good.
And then she runs upstairs. And I have to say, we talked about in Halloween 2 what a baller firewalk that was from Dick Warlock, at the end when he comes out of the inferno walking slowly. This dude gets set on fire, chases her, runs up the stairs.
It's pretty
gets
good.
to the landing. She slams the door. He falls back down the stairs. Boom, 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 boom. Then he gets up and he goes about a third of the way up the stairs again before he falls down. This is S-tier firewalk right here. This is absolutely superb.
Yeah. This was Anthony Cicere. He was the stunt coordinator on the show, and he did all the fire stuff. And this is great. This is a fantastic fire gag. You're right.
One for the books.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that's all one take, really. But
it can't be.
I do know
it can't be because there's so much going on.
Yeah, because there's a cut when he's the landing and then he goes back down the stairs. But like one, he runs around the corner and up the stairs on fire.
Yep.
And then two, he falls down a set of stairs on fire, and not just a little bit on fire, engulfed in flames.
Yeah.
Gets up and starts going back up the stairs before he falls down.
Yeah. And you can see he's got a big giant fire mask on that looks like
who gives a
Freddy's
shit?
head.
Yeah.
But yeah, knowing that this is real, like when you're on set for a fire gag, even if it's something simple, it's just a tense moment. And usually what we'll do is we'll take like that Freddy mask was most likely foam latex, oversized with some glass eyes so that he can look out, right?
Yeah.
And then you saturate that foam mask in fire retardant. Like you just put it in a bucket and you squeeze it so it soaks it up like a sponge, and you do that a ton. And when you're ready to go, boom, you slip it over the guy's head so that's not going to burn. And then you add the flame gel to everything and you set him on fire. Now that head is going to stay moist and it's going to keep him from burning. And the glass eyes are going to keep, the smoke from getting in and the fire from getting in. And it's so great. Fire gags are always fun, always scary, but love to see it.
This is one of the best.
Yeah. So Anthony Cicere doing the fire gag. Well done. Yeah.
He's on fire.
He's on fire, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, after that happens, Nancy makes it all the way back to the front window. Daddy, I did it. He's in the house. And now John Saxon and the other cops are like, oh.
Wait a minute.
I mean, too late.
What's going on?
But the house is smoking.
Yeah.
They knock down the door. And it's smoking. They look in the basement. There's no body there. But Nancy sees flaming footprints.
Yeah. Instead of marshmallow steps, it's burning steps. Yeah, it's good.
He's after Mom. And her and John Saxon, her dad, they run upstairs and they open the door and Freddy is on top of drunken Mom.
I knew I would have a hot time tonight. Yeah.
Oh, Brick, I've been waiting so long.
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
He's shaking her, and then he's still on fire, and John Saxon, cop dad, takes the blanket and douses, throws it over them and extinguishes the flames. But when he pulls the blanket back, there's no Freddy Krueger. There's just a charred, weird skeletal mom of Mom.
Almost waving goodbye.
Sinking into the blue ether.
Yeah.
The bed has become a pit, and the arm sort of raises itself before it fades into the gloom, and then the bed mysteriously reapparates. And so
it's cool.
It's like there's nothing ever there.
It's crazy.
Was Freddy just trying to kill the mom the whole time? I'm a little uncertain where the movie is going from this point on, to be completely honest with you. Well, okay.
Well, wasn't Dad a part of it too?
I assume there's a lot of parents that were like, there's 20 kids, man.
Yeah.
And so Dad's like, oh, are you okay? I'm fine. I need a minute. And so he leaves and she's there by herself. And she turns around and she's like, I know your secret, Krueger. His presence is there.
Yeah.
This is just a dream. You're not real. I want my mom and friends back, and I take away every bit of energy I gave to you. She's using those Cambodian techniques that Johnny Depp was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
Turn your back on the monster, take away its power, and she walks to the door, and Freddy dives at her and sparkles away fabulously.
Yeah.
An effect that doesn't have any bearing on the rest of the movie. He just sort of like just turns into a cosmic bit of stardust as he dives at her and disappears.
Cut to Johnny Depp in a teepee, barefoot, cross-legged, smoking a peace pipe. Yes, this is how we will kill the dream catcher.
The lessons I learned in Angkor Wat have come in handy.
The Hmong people have told me many a times on the Cambodian-Laos border about the dream man that creeps into your...
She opens the door, and it's all bright now, and she's wearing a nice dress, and the sun is shining, and Mom is there.
Mom's not drunk.
Up. Her mom's even like, and you know what, honey? I think I'm going to quit drinking.
Yeah.
Whoa, a character arc has appeared for Mom all of a sudden now.
Totally.
Everything is amazing.
The last 30 seconds.
In this red Cadillac. Oh, and she gets in the car, and then the top comes down.
Yeah.
And you see the green and red stripes. What's going on? The windows roll up, and the doors lock. Oh no, we're trapped in here. And the Freddy motif car begins to roll away as you see Mom waving.
Yeah,
and then
blankly.
An arm busts through the window in the door and drags the dummy Mom through the hole.
Oh, yeah.
I think in one take.
It's beautiful.
Great.
So dumb. So perfect. So
Roll
fast.
credits.
Yeah. It's a good way to end the movie. It is. Fuck yeah.
Even though, to me, this movie makes no sense after she sets him on fire. Like, the way it wraps up, I'm like, oh, so did she not defeat him? Is she still dreaming? What's going on here?
Yeah.
Why was Mom fading into the ether, like raising a skeletal finger? Like, just hand me the vodka before I go.
Please, one more shot. There's peppermint schnapps down here.
But the journey up to this point has been pretty stellar.
Yeah.
So even though it's flames out, so to speak, at the end, still, I'm smiling as these credits are rolling.
Well, how many Johnny Depp dream catchers would you give this movie?
This is a tough call for me, honestly. If I looked at this movie just...
Like if this movie came out yesterday, you'd be like,
I would... If it came out today, I would probably give this like a 7. I would probably say it's good. It's not necessarily great, but I am going to bump this up to an 8.
Nice.
Because it left an indelible mark on horror movies.
It did.
And it created one of the greatest antagonists of all time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can find faults with this movie, and I can definitely point at things and say, that's not very good.
Yeah.
However, it's got plenty of things to recommend it, and I'm going to say it's what you want. I'm giving it 8 Johnny Depp dream catchers.
I agree. It is what you want. I'm also giving it 8 Johnny Depp dream catchers. And like I said, when I saw it again, I was like, this movie is kind of dumb, but also serious, more serious than the other ones. You know, because he did become very silly and very goofy over the years in the other sequels. So this by far is the best of all of them, I think.
I was really curious as I was revisiting it this time because I couldn't remember. I knew that he had killed a bunch of kids. I couldn't remember if they had made him outright like a pedophile or not in this.
That was the original plan.
Yeah.
But do you remember the McMartin trials that happened?
I don't.
There was some child molestation things that came up at this McMartin school. And it was a huge news all across the country. And it happened kind of right before they were making this movie, or during the time they were making this movie. So they dialed that aspect of it back and just made him a child killer. But he was supposed to originally be a molester.
Okay.
And then in the 2010 movie, he is a molester.
Yeah.
So,
it's just... as I was thinking about it this time, I was like, I'm going to watch this movie. And if he's a child molester, then he would 100% get the title of America's favorite child molester. Because people love Freddy Krueger. But I'd be like, do you? Because this guy's got some shady shit in his past.
You do know he's a child molester, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying I would give my children to Freddy. But what I'm saying is...
He's quick with a joke.
Yeah.
I want to light up your smoke.
Oh, shit. Billy Joel.
Oh, well, it's getting late and we still have another movie to go.
We do.
I don't want to fall asleep before we get there.
No.
Because we got plenty of things to say about The Black Phone.
The Black Phone 2, rated R.
Should we head to the lobby and then we can come back and talk about a new movie with some very similar things.
Absolutely. We'll do our spoiler-free version of Black Phone 2, and then we will ruin the whole damn thing. So yeah, let's take a quick break and be right back.
See you in a bit.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the diva to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
And we're back.
Sorry.
Did you doze off there?
Just a little bit. Sorry. It's been a long week.
That's
and
bad.
It's late. Yeah. It's later here than it is there. But I got to be careful talking about these movies.
I was just walking into the kitchen to get some water, and I was like, "Sing me a song, you're the piano man." I was like, "Fuck him" for getting that stuck in my head.
You ever hear that odd theory that he's the only straight guy in a gay bar in that song?
Billy Joel?
Yeah. It's great.
No,
think about that song
good.
About Davey, who's still in the Navy and probably will be for life. And John is a real estate novelist who never had time for a wife, and everybody else in there. And they're like, "Man, what are you doing here?" Because he's the only straight guy.
That's pretty great. He's like, "I just got out of the screening of Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Why?"
Oh, well done. Well, speaking of sequels, we got a sequel here that we're going to talk about, Black Phone 2. But before we jump into it, you want to tell people where they can find us?
Yeah, find us on the socials. We are The Whole Damn Thing 13, Instagram. You can send us an email at thewholedamnthing13@gmail.com. Let us know that Predator Badlands is great and we suck, or you love Vin Diesel and James sucks. And you know what? Patreon. A lot of great things happen on Patreon. There's a lot of fun, extra special stuff you can get there. You also get access to our Discord, The Whole Damn Thing, at patreon.com. So please, go in there and join.
Click, like, subscribe, ring that bell, drop a comment. It all helps keep this thing going. But yeah, Black Phone 2, sequel to 2021's Black Phone?
Black Phone 2, Dial-Up Boogaloo.
Did you like the first one?
I did.
I certainly did as well. And I'll tell you, when I heard Black Phone 2, my first thought was, I really felt like they kind of finished that movie.
I felt exactly the same.
How are you going to do Black Phone 2? The Black Phone is an original story by Joe Hill.
Mm-hmm.
And Joe Hill, for those
Stephen King's son.
May not know, Stephen King's son, right?
I did a makeup on him once, actually.
Oh, yeah? For what? Was it for Horns? Or?
Yeah, for the movie Horns, because he wrote the book Horns. And I was on set, and he came by for a set visit. And so me and Mike Fields put the horns on him and took some photos. So I have some photos. Maybe I'll throw them on the Instagram of
please do.
Us with Joe Hill in the horns.
He seems like a cool guy.
Really nice guy.
Interview with him a little while back where he was just talking about the problems he had dealing with success when it first started happening to him, and his life kind of spun out and how he's sort of gotten it back under control now. But he's got a lot of great books, a lot of great
wanted his
stories.
Name to be Joe Hill instead of Joe King.
Yeah, you got to respect him for that.
I mean, Joe King. Who wants that name?
That's also a very good point.
Yeah.
But as we have done on the past, or as I have done on the past, when we've dealt with Stephen King properties, I immediately went to SKDW, the Stephen King dark web, because you can find a lot of interesting Stephen King facts, excerpts from books, movie trailers that never made it in there, outtake reels from some things.
Please tell me you found something regarding Black Phone 2.
Well, I did, and it was just Black Phone in general, because I thought this was an original Joe Hill story. It turns out that back in the 80s, when Joe Hill was growing up, there was actually a toy line for Black Phone. Because you remember, like, when we were growing up, they would have, like, Return of the Jedi, Ewok Playhouse, or G.I. Joe, Cambodian Minefield. And, and the kids would be playing on the commercial.
I love the G.I. Joe Cambodian Minefield.
They'd be like,
comes with the leg you can disconnect.
Watch out, Duke. Don't step in the trap. You know, the kids would be playing.
With infected punji steaks.
You got it. You remember exactly those kind of things. So
remember.
I actually found one, and I was like, I had no idea that Black Phone came from this. But
okay,
give it a listen here, because it's really kind of fascinating.
I'm excited.
You hear that?
Yep.
New from Blumhouse Toys, it's the Black Phone 2 Alpine Lodge playset. It's been 3 years since the Grabber was defeated by Finney Blake. I'll get you, kids. Take that, Grabber. Not my mask. You can imagine him playing with the action figures. But now the phone is ringing again, and this time it's Finn's sister Gwen that's picking up.
I'm a psychic.
Look out, Gwen. Look out, kids. There's ghosts in the lodge.
Engaging dream power.
Gwen's got the sight, and she's looking to solve a mystery in the Rocky Mountains with the new Black Phone Alpine Lodge playset.
This place is full of ghosts.
And those aren't the only secrets. Who's that lurking around the corners of your mind? Uh-oh. It's the Grabber. Whether it's in their dreams or in the real world, the Grabber has got his hands full with those pesky Blake kids.
Time to put this creep on ice.
No! Finney, Blake, and Grabber figures sold separately. Alpine playset comes with Mondo the Counselor and Mustang Sally action figures. Parents help you put it together. Not appropriate for children under 3 due to choking hazard and built-in easy bake ovens. From Blumhouse Toys. So, what do you think? Does that sound like something you'd like to play with, or are you going to keep that one on the shelf?
I am absolutely going to look for that on Amazon or eBay because I want one of those.
Yeah. It's pretty rare to find. Like I said, this was Stephen King Dark Web, so those things have a pretty hefty price when you can get your hands on it. And that was I only saw audio. I didn't see the actual video that went with it, but I can imagine the kids playing with the action figures.
Well done finding that one, sir.
Took some digging.
So Black Phone 2. What are you going to say about Black Phone 2 in the spoiler-free version?
So I will say this. I thought the first movie kind of wrapped up pretty well. I wasn't sure it needed a sequel. And
first movie's very well done. It's very dark. It's very dreary. The acting is great.
I would recommend it. And I will say 100%. It's going to be impossible to talk about Black Phone 2 without talking about the Black Phone. So I hope you have seen that one as well. It's definitely worth your time.
Yeah.
Now this one, it's funny because there are things I would criticize this movie for, or I could, or I might, for being too pat, too contrived, tying in almost too much to the first picture.
Yeah.
Because I think they could have made a fascinating story that didn't have anything to do with the first movie. But they tie it into this one so well. And there are times I think that works to this movie's benefit, and sometimes I think it puts too neat of a bow on the whole story. But it's definitely a continuation of that first picture in the story there.
I think as a continuation, it is done well. It is good. There are certainly some things I don't like about this.
Yeah.
But I will say that for the most part, I think this movie's really well done, except for the writing, except for the story. I think the atmosphere is great. I think the camera work is great. I think the dream stuff is great. The acting is outstanding. I think everything in this movie is good, but the story.
Yeah, this one focuses more on Gwen. The first movie focused on Finn. They are a brother and sister, and Finn is the older brother. Gwen is the younger sister. In the first movie, Finn was kidnapped by a character called the Grabber.
Yeah.
And in this movie, it centers more on Gwen and her psychic abilities. That's something that had come up in the first movie as well. And she enters a dream state. And when she goes into the dream state, they filmed it on Super 8.
Yeah.
Instead of just the digital that they use for the rest of the movie. They often used, I think, 3 cameras at a time in this.
Yeah.
But they used actual Super 8 which I find to be kind of amazing.
Very cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would be older cameras and, they probably had to have the film stock made.
And they had to wait to get it developed, which is something that you don't have to do.
And Super 8 doesn't come with sound. So they've got to sync soundtracks that they're recording separately.
But what it
which
does
allows them to play with it a little bit more, too.
Creates such a different visual style with the dream world and the real world. And I thought that was really well executed.
Yeah, because when you blow up Super 8 to 185 or 2351, it's so grainy and poppy and colorful. It's wild. It's neat. Yeah. It's really cool. I loved it.
It gives you sort of that double whammy of giving a complete different visual look for the dream and also really hitting that time period, the nostalgia and that early 80s feel.
Yeah.
So visually, I think this movie is...
It's stunning.
Yeah, top shelf.
Yeah.
Really well done. I think the performances they get out of their young actors, again, are very good. That's Mason Thames, I think is his name.
Yep.
And Madeline McGraw plays Gwen, the younger sister. And then we've got Demian Bashir, who's in it, who does a great job. And Ethan Hawke, of course, is back as the Grabber.
The Grabber! Brought to you by Judas Priest. Here's a little song off our second album. It's called The Grabber.
Madeline's awesome in this movie. She's awesome because when I see her in behind the scenes things, she's just this young, bubbly.
Bubbly is almost an understatement.
Yeah.
Talks a mile a minute and she has like very extroverted, youthful energy.
Yeah, totally. And her character is so different from her and she plays the emotional scenes so fucking well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
At one point she's screaming and crying and saying, "Am I crazy? Am I going crazy?" And I'm just like, wow, I'm really buying everything that she's saying. She's a very snarky character, which is cool. Yes. She's got a lot of great one-liners.
Oh.
So the performances are great. The look is great. The soundtrack by Atticus, who is actually the son of the director.
It is a great score to it because it underscores those dream-like sequences. Like so much of this movie takes place in the dream world.
Yeah.
Well, which is why we paired this with Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
Both of these movies feature a killer who stalks you in your dreams, essentially.
Yep. Yeah, Scott Derrickson is the director and his son Atticus Derrickson did the music, which is cool. Scott has worked a lot with Robert Cargill. And they also did another movie with Ethan Hawke prior to Black Phone, which is
Sinister.
Yeah. Which also had a lot of Super 8 stuff in it.
Yeah, I've not seen Sinister. I saw that listed in their credits together and saw that connection, but I haven't seen Sinister yet. But I'm curious to know if you have some of the same issues with the writing that I do in this. Because like I said, it's like they tie it in so much to the first movie. And in some ways, I really dig that. And in some ways, it just feels contrived to me.
Yeah.
But like there are characters now from the first movie that are in the second movie that have more complete arcs.
Yeah, sure.
The dad, without getting into spoilers.
Yeah.
Like you look at him in the first movie and where he goes in that, and then this movie is sort of like a continuation on that. And I thought, well, God, that actor, he really got a chance to stick the landing on this.
Yeah, because in the first movie, he's a despicable piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a drunken, abusive asshole.
He's worse than Nancy's mom.
Oh my gosh, smacking his kids around, beating them with a belt.
Yeah.
Don't you talk about the dreams. No, you not having any dreams.
Yeah.
Nancy's mom would totally date him. Yeah.
Honey, I brought someone home.
It was also nice, I heard Madeline McGraw is the young lady who plays Gwen, and I heard her talking about her experience with Ethan Hawke in this.
Yeah.
Because she didn't get a lot of screen time with him in the first movie, and they interact a lot in this one. And
it was all Ethan and Mason in the first.
How nice he was to her between the takes. Like he's playing a horrible psycho killer, essentially. But then between takes, he would check in with her. Hey, you doing okay? Everything all right?
Yeah.
Can
joking
I get
with
you
people on set. Yeah. Being a nice guy.
Yeah. And it just goes to show you don't have to like bury yourself in a character so hard between takes that, that old school mentality of like, I'm going to make her really afraid of me so that'll come through in the movie. Yeah. It's like, or you could just trust that the other actors and the directors will know what they're doing. Yeah. Like you said, she gives a hell of a performance in this.
Fucking great.
She really gets to shine.
Yeah. It's not like William Friedkin firing a fucking shotgun on set to scare everyone.
Oh, yeah. Right? Yeah, I don't know. Friedkin was a notorious asshole. Like some of the shit that they talk about in The Exorcist as well. Just like Ellen Burstyn wanted to fucking slice his throat open.
Yeah.
I think at the end of that movie.
I will make her cry and miserable.
Yeah. So, I think performances good, camera work good, score good.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I probably like this movie a little bit more than you. But before we go into the lobby and spoil the whole damn thing, what should we rate The Black Phone 2 with?
What number do you dial first on the rotary phone?
What number do you dial first on the rotary phone? Well, unfortunately for me, it's not an actual number on the phone, but I'm going to twist this one around 7.5 times.
Okay.
Before I let it go.
I'm going to do it 6.5 times.
Oh, okay.
I was toying with a 6, but I'll give it 6.5 because there are so many things that are good in this movie.
Yeah.
But ultimately, without ruining anything, this is Diet Freddy Krueger. And I'll get into it in the spoilers as to why.
Well, let's get into the lobby, and when we come back, we'll spoil the whole damn thing, and we'll talk about it.
Okay. But, I can't wait to start spoiling this, because I got some shit I want to say right away.
Okay. Hold, please.
All right.
To visit our snack bar and treat yourself to some delicious Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches. Cook the Castleberry way, slowly over open pits of glowing charcoal, then seasoned with a sauce that's zesty, yet delightfully mild to please the entire family. Also at the snack bar, you'll find popcorn and soft drinks and candy and French fries to go with your Castleberry's barbecue sandwiches. There's plenty of time before the movie starts, so visit our snack bar right now for Castleberry's pit-cooked barbecue sandwiches.
And we are back.
So listen, this is Diet Freddy Krueger. First of all, and I'm going to start spoiling it right away. He doesn't fucking kill anybody. He doesn't kill anybody in this movie. No one dies.
No. I mean, he has killed.
He has killed, but he doesn't actually kill anybody.
He doesn't get anybody in this movie.
He's a punk-ass little bitch in this movie. He seems,
I'm the grabber. I'm so mean, and I'm going to say things very distinctly and calmly and angrily, and I'm going to take a long time to get to the point about how evil I am, because there is no God here.
And in the end, it's fucking Scooby-Doo, and he gets the mask torn off, and
I would have gotten away with it if it hadn't have been for you meddling kids.
Those pesky Blake kids.
Yes.
Yeah, so you do see him kill 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people in this. Just not in the present day.
It's all in the past and in a dream.
And there's one moment in here that I found particularly disturbing, and it might speak a little bit to what you're saying, is that when we finally meet the grabber in this, and he talks to Finney on the phone, he says, like, I want to hurt you. I want to make you suffer. Yeah. So he goes after his sister. It was always the prize. And there's one point where he's chasing her, and he has her cornered, and he hits her with the axe, but not to kill her. It's this wicked little tap that he hits her in the arm, and then you see her sleeping body, and it splits open. But it's very apparent that it's not an attack to kill. It's an attack to cause her pain and to harm her and to toy with her and make her suffer as much as she could, because ultimately he wanted Finn to feel tormented by all of that.
But when they get up to the camp where most of this movie takes place, there are at least 3 or 4 characters he could kill.
Yeah.
In fun, Freddy Krueger-ish type ways. And that would have been great. But they don't. They don't do that.
Yeah.
You get 2 really good dream attack moments that involve Gwen, and they're both extremely reminiscent of Nightmare on Elm Street. And they're both great, and they're 2 of my favorite parts in the whole fucking movie. But I just wish this movie would have had a lot more of that, and he would have killed the other people at the camp. There's some certainly annoying characters that can die in this movie.
But this one opens up, right? You hear the dialing of a rotary phone, and then you see a payphone in the middle of snowy nowhere. It's beautiful. It's like a mountain lake, Rocky Mountains, Colorado, 1957. There's a girl at a payphone there. This is Hope Adler, and she's at a youth camp in the mountains, and she's having a one-way conversation. You hear her talk, you don't hear what the voice says on the other line. Hope says, I had this dream, there's 7 numbers. The numbers were carved in the ice. And the conversation gets a little frantic, and she hangs up and walks away and looks over her shoulder towards this payphone that looks very similar to the black phone from the first movie. Title screen, newspaper articles, grainy footage, a lot of cuts of, what is that, like limbs trapped in ice? Yeah. Bloody stumps, like
creepy Blumhouse stuff.
Yeah, that's right.
We're about to reboot Saw stuff.
Old newspaper clippings of children who've gone missing. And this is very similar to the way the first one started as well, right? And also, we cut to 1987. There's a fight on a playground. I think this is kind of how the first one starts too, where in the first one, Finney's getting his ass kicked. In this one...
Yeah, he gets saved by Robin in the first one, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and this one... Finn is beating somebody else up and beating their ass.
Pretty badly.
The kid's on the ground. Please no more. Finn's just like, punch, 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 punch.
And then his sister's like, that was a little much. And he's like, you got to make an example. It's for the crowd. The more blood, the better. And I'm thinking, what are you, fucking Julius Caesar?
Yeah, exactly.
What are you, setting up the gladiatorial games?
That's right. Robin's dad told me about this thing that used to happen in Cambodia.
Yeah.
It's called the Kumite.
Perfectly.
Yeah. And you get a little exposition about how he's survived the serial killer and he's changed since then. And then Ernie drives up as Finn and Gwen are walking home. Ernie is going to be one of the other main characters in this movie, and Ernie's got a little thing for Gwen. Hey, I was gonna go get some Duran Duran tickets, and I was gonna get an extra one if you want to come. I mean, you're trying to score with the ladies in 1987.
Duran Duran's the place to go.
Duran tickets will get you there.
Are you hungry like the wolf? Come on down to Girls on Film. Her name was Rio.
I don't know, I'm not even sure how that fits in there.
It's another Duran Duran song.
I know it. Sure. Blah, 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 A View to a Kill.
We're pretending to not know Duran Duran songs that we do know.
Well, Ernie is also Robin's brother. Robin is also one of the grabber's victims. And in the original Black Phone, when Finn is trapped by the grabber, he's trapped in this like dirty old basement, and there is a black phone on the wall that he keeps getting calls on from kids.
From the dead boys.
And it's from the ghosts. The phone doesn't actually work, but you find out that a psychic streak runs through Finn and Gwen's family via their mother. And when Finn's down there, the ghosts of the dead boys that the grabber has killed talk to him on the phone and essentially help him plot his escape. It's cool. It's cool. I just spoiled the Black Phone for you.
So there you go.
But it's a great movie. You should still check it out. It's still definitely worth your time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll cut to Finn watching Night Flight. Dad says, don't stay up too late. Finn goes outside, lights up a joint, which he will do many times in this movie. Seems that Finn has been sort of deadening the nerves, sort of anesthetizing himself after his incredibly traumatic experiences. So
I get
he wants Calgon to take him away. But in this case, Calgon is the devil's lettuce. And then as he's smoking weed in the backyard, he kind of sees the grabber. Finn will hallucinate a little bit, seeing things. He will hear payphones ring from time to time that he passes by that are out of order. They will still ring. Apparently the spirits aren't quite done with him. Gwen comes out to comfort him a little bit. They have a great relationship, the two of them. They are incredibly close brother and sister. Now we're going to get a grainy flashback to kids. Some of that Super 8 footage we were talking about. There's a bunch of kids arriving at the Alpine Lake camp.
Yep.
And
shot at Camp Candelore in Canada. So all that stuff like the lake and where they put the phone and that beautiful backdrop, all a real location. And actually snowed. All that snow was real too.
I know, isn't that great? Because when they got there was no snow at all, and they were like planning on having to make all this fake snow and stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess like a week before they were set to start shooting, they got a record snowfall in that area.
Snow plays a character in this movie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And not everyone always reacts to it.
Yeah.
Because there are some times when you're like, I'm pretty sure you should be dead, man.
Yeah.
You were in that water for a long time. You've still got a long ways to go. And hypothermia is a thing, but not in the world of the black phone.
That's right.
Well, in this, you see a bunch of campers getting into this camp there. It's the
campers
50s.
Getting off. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, yeah, Jason.
You see a particular little camper in a yellow jacket. He's got like a yellow winter coat. And then as we get this montage of the kids getting settled in, this kid's getting stalked through the woods. He's running through the woods. Somebody is chasing him with a flashlight, close up on a knife, stabbing into him, killing this kid. Feathers from his down coat flying up in the air, red with blood.
So you're right, this is a kill, but to me it's a cheap kill because it's a kill in the past and it doesn't involve any of the characters in the movie, really.
Yes, you're right. None of the characters in the present day are going to get killed.
Yep.
So if you've got a thirst for present day blood, stay away from the black phone too. But if you like that old timey murder, ring this one up.
That's right. Dial 0 for flashback horror.
We see the body of this bloody little boy rising. I mean, it seems very apparent he's rising from the bottom of a lake to scratch the surface of the ice, right?
Yeah.
And he carves a letter W into the ice before he fades back like Jack and Titanic into the gloom. I never let you go.
This is where I feel the movie strays into Nancy Drew Hardy Boys mysteries, like easy to solve. Where could the boys be? Where are the boys? I don't know. Maybe they're in the fucking lake.
Sister wakes up from a dream. Oh, phone ringing. Grainy film. So she doesn't really wake up from the dream.
Yeah.
She is a sleepwalker. So essentially, it does this thing where she will be walking through a scene in the waking world, but from her point of view, she's still asleep, so it's all grainy. So other people will see her, or sometimes she will even see other people who are there in the conscious state, in the waking world, but she's still in her dream state. I think this is so expertly pulled off. This whole thing, I think, is really wonderful in this movie.
Yeah.
She opens the door and you hear Finn talking to her, like from a great distance away, and it gets clearer and clearer and clearer, and that Super 8 footage just fades into the clear digital picture that they use for most of the time. I had a bad dream. It's very cool.
It is.
There's a couple scenes at school here. Ernesto hits on her a little bit. Yeah, I got the Duran tickets. She's super nice. Pretty soon we're going to get some more grainy footage of the camp, and we get another little boy stalked through the camp. This time it's an axe that gets him.
Yeah.
But this is all in the past, so fuck this shit, right? Doesn't count. Doesn't count.
Doesn't count.
I need fresh blood.
Yeah.
Fresh blood only. And another little boy floats to the top, and he scratches a letter B in there.
Yeah.
This time, grainy, sleepwalking Gwen walks out of the house. She comes across like the mutilated corpse of a body on her front lawn. What's that all about? And then next thing you know, she's not sleepwalking, she's sleep biking. She's on the bike going down the street, and she goes all the way to the grabber's house.
Yeah.
You know, the location of the murders and where her brother was held hostage. And
I think this is a cool scene. I love the fact that she's in the old murder site and all the graffiti everywhere. It's cool. I do love this aspect of this scene.
And she hears the phone ringing, and it's the black phone from the first movie, and she approaches it, and she picks it up, and you get the other half of the conversation that happened at the beginning of this movie. You can hear her talking. Now you get the whole thing, where she's talking to that girl from the beginning, saying, like, yeah, I've been seeing these little boys too, and they've been scratching numbers, not numbers on the ice, they're
letters.
Scratching letters. Hope, from the beginning, she saw the boys scratching numbers to call, I guess, this phone. Now we get Gwen saying, well, they're letters, putting it together, and then she turns around and there is a guy with an axe buried in his head. This is the grabber's brother. This is from the first movie.
Yeah.
And he's like, you shouldn't be here. Grabber's brother was kind of
an idiot.
In fact, probably my biggest problem with Black Phone is like, how did you not know that this was happening in your basement, you fucking idiot?
You are upstairs and you are investigating the murders.
Yes. Smoking too much of that Cambodian gold. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The old Dreamweaver.
Oh, hello, Dreamweaver, old friend.
And then somebody's coming down the steps. It could be the grabber. But no, it's her brother.
Yeah.
Finn, who wakes her up again. And it goes again from grainy to clear.
Wake up,
Finn's
Gwen. Wake up, Gwen. I believe Wake Up, Gwen is said about 75 times in this movie. There's about 10 pages of dialogue that are strictly Wake Up, Gwen.
And he says, all right, what's going on? And Gwen tells him, I was talking on the phone. I was talking to Mom. She was at this camp. You find out that the woman from the beginning, the girl from the beginning, was in fact their mom.
Yeah.
I struggle with this whole aspect. I still can't figure out if I like this or if I hate this. If in making this sequel, them tying this all together with such a neat little bow is a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it's definitely well considered. You know, it's not as tacked on as, she was Michael Myers' sister, and now he's back to kill the other sister. It's not as, like, cheap as that. It's not cheap at all. It's not cheap at all, in fact. It's just so neat. It's, like, so pat that sometimes it bothers me. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just go home. Finn looks at the graffiti and spits on the ground before he leaves his house. Fuck this place. He's angry.
Oh, yeah. With good reason.
The mom told Gwen that she was at the Alpine Lake camp. And so next thing you know, Gwen has gotten some brochures for this place. It's a Christian youth camp, Finn. We have to go there. Mom wants us to go there. We can get applications for counselors and training. And Dad comes in. He's like, oh, yeah, your mom used to work at that camp before I knew her. And he cracks open a nice cold Shasta.
Yeah.
Dad's not drinking anymore.
Dad's not drinking.
Shasta. Good choice, Captain.
He still talks kind of the same way he did in the first movie, though. He's just a little slow and quiet. And what are you kids doing? Oh, yeah, your mom used to work there.
I mean, it could be that he's just broken. Some people will break themselves, and even when they step out of their bad habits, they can't unbreak what they've done to themselves, you know?
Jeremy Davies, I think, plays the dad, right? And Jeremy Davies has a 5 head. He does not have a 4 head. I don't know if you noticed. It's definitely one bigger.
Well, pretty soon, Gwen, Ernesto, and Finn are all up to the camp. Little Pink Floyd interlude here as they're driving through
Good needle
a blizzard. Yeah. driving through the blizzard to get there. The roads are getting worse and worse and worse. They're seeing cars that have like spun out of control and are on the side of the road, and ambulances and cops. And
so Finn decides to get out of the car, walk in front of the car in the headlights. Just follow me and it'll be fine. And I'm like, what? Huh? Really?
Just to give them visibility. I don't know how that gives you better visibility.
No, I don't either. But then 15 seconds later, here comes Mustang on a horse. And then there's Demian leading them in, Mando. And he dumps a little exposition out there in the blizzard. He tells a whole bunch of things that you could have told inside under hot cocoa.
Yes.
My name is Armando, but you can call me Mando if you want. You're the first people to come. All the kids have been, we canceled camp.
He gives a whole fucking diatribe.
We called all the other counselors, but you were the only ones we couldn't get a hold of. So I know all of your names, first and last.
Yeah.
He tells them
dumps
all that
a lot of shit out there in the middle of the blizzard.
But essentially, they're all alone, except for the 4 other staff members that are at this camp. We're going to have to put you in separate barracks because, we're a Christian camp. So boys in one room and girls in the other. So Gwen has to be all by herself. I mean, even if there wasn't fucking creepy shit going on, this would be terrifying. To be in these giant barracks all by yourself. Yeah. It's like, there's no other kids around. You make an exception. Like, have Gwen sleep somewhere else.
The room is big enough. You can have, God. Somebody on one side.
And I love those space heaters.
Those the red space heaters with the red coils. Yeah.
Yes.
Those are waiting to start a fire.
Yeah. Totally. Yeah. Totally. So they go to sleep, and we're dreaming about youth camp, kids playing in a band, and we get another one of those boys trapped under ice. Dun, 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 dun. This time he carves an H on to there. So we got WBH. And Finn, as he's in the other barracks, hears the payphone as Gwen dreams. Now, Finn has said a couple of times he's picked up phones, out-of-order payphones. I'm sorry, but I can't help you. That's sort of like his standard answer. He's not accepting calls from spirits anymore.
He doesn't get spam calls. He gets spirit calls. I'm sorry, I can't help you right now.
Yeah, that's right. And then the phone rings and won't stop ringing. And so he heads back there like, what the who is this? Picks it up. This is interspersed with Gwen dreaming. So we get more of that grainy footage, and she is in the barracks looking under the bed, and we get a little peekaboo from the dead boy in the yellow jacket.
Yeah.
Ghost comes out. And then Finn on the phone hears, "Hello, Finny," the grabber voice. Mm-hmm. He starts getting into exactly what you're saying. "I'm going to tell you a bunch of scary shit. Yeah. That is not fire. It's ice."
Yeah.
He likes to hear himself talk.
"I'm going to give you pain."
I mean, that character did like to hear himself talk.
He did.
He's very, very showy. He fucking wears a mask and carries around a bunch of balloons.
He is like a magician.
Well, he is kind of. I think on his van it says abracadabra or something weird.
Yeah, maybe.
There.
Yeah, maybe say something like that.
Well, Gwen is being approached by the ghosts in the barracks, and one of the ghosts, he's looking out the window, and then the window breaks, and then the pane comes down and cuts half of his face off, which slides across the floor, and its eyeball is looking, and
there was a fake head too,
making fish lips at her, and she just starts screaming, which Finn hears, and he rushes in. "You're okay, you're okay, you're okay." And he walks her back to the boys' barracks and this is when she screams. And like you said, this girl gives a pretty good performance. Yeah, she's like, really good. What is happening to me? Yeah. I feel like I'm crazy. It's intense. It is some good emotional screaming and wailing here at this moment. Well, Finn walks her back to the boys' barracks, and her arm has been burned because one of the ghosts had been thrown in an oven or something. Mm-hmm. And so it grabbed her arm and burned her. So just like Nightmare on Elm Street, in the real world, she's still got these burns. And she crawls into bed with Ernesto.
Looks like Duran Duran did pay off.
Yeah.
Someone is hungry like the wolf.
Yeah, no kidding. What is that I feel? Sorry, baby. It's a reflex. XXXX. And she says something like, not talking to him. She just says, Jesus, don't let me have another dream.
He's like, baby, are you talking to Jesus? Because that's hot.
That's hot.
She's like, you think talking to Jesus is hot? And he goes, it'd be better if you said Jesus.
Yeah. I'm a good Christian girl, she says.
Yeah.
I got my dream thing from my mom. It drove her crazy, and I'm worried it'll happen to me. And it's like, I think you're having your dreams is beautiful. Yeah. I think you're beautiful.
Yeah. And Finn across the room, because it's the boys'
I'm
parents.
Beautiful?
Yeah.
You think I'm beautiful too? And she's like, Finn, you fucking shit stain. Were you listening this whole time? And he's like, I'm just here. I wasn't listening. I'm here.
I'm in the room
to sleep
with you.
A funny moment. Good funny moment. This is a movie. It's not easy to find your funny moments, but this one delivers.
Yeah.
And one example of many in this movie where Gwen has a salty retort for someone.
She's got a lot of good salty retorts. Yeah.
The next morning at breakfast, Mondo is talking to them and asking, like, why are you guys here? Because you didn't list a church on your application and none of you went here as campers. Like, oh, our mom went here, and they do some sleuthing here, and he finds out, because they all use counselor pseudonyms, like, oh, you were Starlight's kids. Oh, she was amazing. What happened to her? She killed herself. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, well, after breakfast, you should call your dad and let him know that you're safe, and, okay, all right, thanks. And then I think it's shortly after this as they're passing by, the dead payphone rings, and Finn this time just picks it up, thinking it's going to be the grabber. What the hell do you want? But it's not. It's another ghost. It's cold here. It's dark here. There's 3 of us. We weren't supposed to be here. Help us. Find us. He's being surrounded by the ghosts. He can't see the ghosts.
No.
Just like in the first movie, I don't think he could see the ghosts in the first movie. They were just always there talking to him.
Yeah, he would have a bigger reaction if he could see them. It's just there for the audience to see. And it's cool. I like it. I think it's creepy. It's a great moment. Like I said, this movie is creepy and atmospheric and done really, really well. I just think the plot and the story overall, not great.
Yeah. And Gwen will talk to Dad back at home. He's looking at commercials for Busch beer. He's thinking about heading to the mountains.
He is. Yeah.
Where it's cold and it's clear and it's waiting for you. And, I mean, he's just sort of like, I got to make some phone calls, get out of this house.
I better call my sponsor.
Let me call a favor in.
Yeah.
He's calling the snowplow so that he can get to his kids. Gwen and Ernesto are in the camp office. They're asking questions about the history of the camp. And this is when we meet Barbara and her husband. And Barbara is automatically giving some snotty attitude to her.
Yeah, she's terrible.
There is no published history. We're a Christian youth camp. And they're like, well, we want to know about some kids who might have been killed here. This isn't some haunted alpine tour. Well, really, we'd like to know. And Barbara's like, you need to think about Philippians, where they say, think on things that are lovely. And then Gwen's like, it also says in Philippians, think on things that are true and just. And they get into a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah.
And then Gwen says, have you always been such a sanctimonious twat?
Yeah.
And I fucking roared at that because it is the perfect description. I wondered if in the audition sides for Barbara, if it was like this scene, she just saw like, oh, they're referring to me as a sanctimonious twat. I got that in my bag of tricks because she is 100% acting like a sanctimonious twat. She's a great bitch.
She's a great sanctimonious twat.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I wonder what else she's played. I'm nosy neighbor number 3. Yeah. I'm Karen in the restaurant asking for the manager.
But she's like thumping the Bible for all the wrong reasons and infuriating as a character.
Yeah. And her husband is just a milquetoast doof.
Oh, yeah.
Honey, no,
he
please.
Barbara's bitch.
I don't want to start any problems. Yeah. Maybe you should go. Listen, dude, grow some fucking balls.
That's right. That's why I took my mission in Cambodia.
Yeah.
To get away from Barb.
That's how I learned about the Dream Warriors.
That night, Gwen dreams. Hope Adler is on the phone having a conversation, and the Yellow Jacket ghost says, "You're not supposed to be here." So Gwen is dreaming, I think, of her mom in this moment, pursuing the kids through their... This is when they see the vision of the axe sticking into the stump and bleeding.
Yeah.
And payphone rings. Finn wakes up, and Gwen is sort of pursuing the ghosts in her dream. Finn tells Ernesto, "You got to look after my sister." And I think they have separated them into the barracks again, right?
Yeah.
Because after they spent the first night, Barb was all huffy, like, "Oh, this is the girl who thought it was appropriate to sleep in the boys' cabin."
Listen, Barb, lots of finger banging happens at a fucking Christian
camp. Christian youth camp?
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That's finger bang central, I think. Yeah.
They wrote the book on finger bang.
No kidding. Don't lose your promise ring in my ass, Barb.
Felicians 2.7 says, "Thou shalt finger bang."
That's right.
No, ma'am, we're not.
Yes, Mark, I think we were.
Ernesto, look after my sister. So Gwen is out kind of pursuing the ghosts as Ernesto is going to go into the girls' barracks and try and find her, but Gwen is already out of there and like pursuing the Yellow Jacket ghosts. And I know I've said it before, but I love the convention where she's sleepwalking, but she can see her brother at the payphone. She can see Ernesto out there.
Yeah.
It's not like she's not aware of the waking world, but she is still in a dream state and can see the ghosts, and so is chasing after them.
She's got VR on pass-through.
Yeah. That's kind of a neat way of putting it. Yeah. Well, Finn goes up to the phone. "It's the grabber again. I've got some more things to tell you about what you did to me and what I want to do to you."
Yeah, here's some more things I'm gonna say. This movie is 15 to 20 minutes too long, and partially because... Gwen, wake up! Gwen, wake up! Gwen, wake up! Gwen, wake up!
Gwen is sleepwalking in the lodge right now. She's made it into the lodge. When Ernesto can't find her, he wakes up the rest of the staff. They're like, "It's 3 a.m., young man." And he's like, "I can't find Gwen. I don't know where she's at." Barb's like, "I don't know why these kids came here at all." Like, oh, Jesus Christ. Barb. It's Barbara. Oh, God. And Gwen is in the kitchen. And this is when you see those big ovens where you kind of had a flashback to one of the kids being all burnt up in there. You see some oil drums, and the grabber says to Finn, "Have you figured out what I want? I want to hurt you in ways you can't imagine. You made me kill my brother, the person I loved most in the world. So now I'm going to pay you back." And then the grabber appears in Gwen's dream state in the kitchen. He just sort of like fades in from the darkness.
Yeah.
Gwen sees him. He's got an axe in his hand. And he attacks her. Knocks her onto the ground with the axe and is trying to bear the blade down on her face. I think he might cut her like above the eye.
This is one of my favorite scenes of the movie. This is where it is like Freddy Krueger. This is where it's very much Nightmare on Elm Street. And this is where I wish the movie was more like this. And I think if they made a third movie, they could definitely up the game where, Finn's got a bunch of friends and Gwen's got a bunch of friends, and every friend is being tortured or killed in their dreams because they're being brought in by Gwen. And,
yeah, well, then don't you just get like another teen slasher movie at that point?
You do, but you get a reinvention of Nightmare on Elm Street, which we may not have for a really long time because of the rights issue that's happening. And I think the grabber, if he was a little stronger, could be a cool Freddy Krueger.
Yeah. I'd almost rather if they were going to do another one of these, and I hope that they do not, honestly, I'd almost wish that they would do something else completely. But when the staff busts into the kitchen and the grabbers got her down, they see Gwen struggling with kind of nothing. And they're like, what the? And then Gwen gets lifted into the air and slammed against the walk-in freezer. And they're like, ah!
Spinning around just like Tina.
Yeah, spinning around and then slammed onto the stainless steel kitchen island. And she's run down the whole length of it. Pots and pans are going everywhere. It's fucking pandemonium in there. Mm-hmm. Everybody's screaming. What the fuck is happening? Finn hears them all screaming. He runs in to help them. And the oven doors open and burst into flames. And it looks like Gwen is going to get thrown in there like a fucking California pizza.
Yeah.
And Ernesto, he and Mustang, who is the young lady, she is Mondo's niece, I think, they grab a hold of her to stop her from being tossed into the oven. Finn rushes in, and the grabber, because in the dream state, you can see that the grabber has Gwen in his arms.
Yeah.
In the regular waking state, she's just floating around with nothing there.
Which is cool.
And it's kind of an interesting convention, too, because it's a little bit like It Follows, as we will find out later.
Yes, you're right, it is.
Because he has like a physical presence in the real world that's just invisible.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily
to the person that can see him. Yep.
How I feel about it, because here he'll see Finn and kind of cocks his head a little bit, and then he just lets go of Gwen and kind of fades back into the darkness, and he's gone. So sometimes he sort of obeys real world physics, and other times he doesn't. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's because later on in the movie he will start to obey those laws because he's been weakened. Maybe that gives him more of a tangible physical presence. But
it's
anyway,
tough to say because they don't really answer any of these kind of questions.
No. I mean, that's looking at it pretty closely.
He definitely does become weaker, though, because he's not very strong as far as a bad guy goes at the end.
Mm-mm. No, he's never been that strong to begin with.
Now you think
in the movies.
He's a supernatural being. He's back from the dead. Oh. He's fighting back from hell. He should be strong. He should be like a Freddy Krueger type thing. He's picking Gwen up, he's tossing her around. Obviously, there's some strength there, but, two teenagers were able to keep her from going into the oven.
Yeah, listen, man. Ernesto's got the power of Rio in his blood now. He's full up on Duran Duran.
Yeah.
And
he's got a strong Simon Le Bon game.
There he is. Yeah. Yeah, so Gwen, wake up. Gwen, wake up. She wakes up, and then Barb is like, you got the devil in you, child.
Mm-hmm.
To which I think everybody watching this movie, internally at least, thinks, fuck you, Barb. We cut to the chapel.
Yeah.
This is a pretty terrific scene. I do like this scene. Part of me wants to not like it because this is when the writing starts. They start putting little bows on everything.
It becomes a little expositional. Wait a minute, you're Finn? Oh, you killed the grabber?
I like Demian Bashir. I really like that guy. He's just always watchable to me. I think the young kids are doing great. And
I did a makeup on Demian once, too.
Cunt. Yeah. What was that?
Machete Kills.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Machete
I did a little implant, like a little heart implant thing that's on the outside of his chest that would look like a bleeping, boop, bloop, like it's going to blow up his heart. Yeah. Nice guy. Nice guy.
So they're in the chapel, and there's a big illuminated cross there, and Mondo, Demian Bashir, he's kind of pacing. What the heck is going on? And then Barb's, she's possessed. I'm not possessed, you cunt wagon.
Yeah. Cunt wagon's a good one. I haven't heard that one yet.
Yeah. Fuck you, Barb.
The new Ford Cunt Wagon. Driven by Karens all around.
Yeah. Calls Barb a cunt wagon. Gwen talks about the dream that she's having and the 3 missing boys, and she's giving all these details that she shouldn't be able to know. And Mondo is getting shocked because he's like, you know all about the denim jacket that got burned, but there's only the police And the parents and me know about that detail. How could you possibly have known it?
And whoever they would have told.
Yeah. Oh, that was a dream. Well, what about the kitchen? Like, no, that was no dream. And Finn starts piping up here, and he's like, "Yeah, have you ever heard of the Grabber?" Mm-hmm. Oh, sure, everybody's heard of the Grabber. He killed like 20 kids in the neighborhood.
In the neighborhood on Elm Street, the Grabber.
Well, that's when Finn reveals he's Finn Blake, and Mondo's like, "Oh my God, you're the kid. You killed him." And Gwen tells him that her mom was the one that told her about the boys in the dream. And Mondo's kind of freaking out. I think it's really him in this scene that is selling it for me. Mm-hmm. He goes into this thing like, I was here when those kids disappeared. I have been looking for them this whole time. I've been praying to God to help me with this. I just didn't think he was going to send you, meaning Gwen, to be the one that does it.
So when these kids died in the winter, when all the snow melted, nobody thought to look in the lake?
Well, I mean, they're all in barrels in the bottom.
Yeah, that's one of the problems I have is the police never dragged that lake. Those 3 missing boys for years.
The ice fishing shack.
Yeah.
But anyway. This is also when, like, Mondo has taken a picture off the wall and been like, I was here when the boys disappeared. This is me right here. And then Finn sees it and he recognizes photoshopped Ethan Hawke. There he is right there.
He recognizes a photoshopped Ethan Hawke.
Yeah.
Nicely put.
There he is. Oh, that's Wild Bill. We called him that. He was always a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we called him Wild Bill because he had his tool belt. He used to wear low around like he was a gunslinger, and he had long hair just like Wild Bill Hickok.
Wild Bill and WBH.
Yeah.
Nancy Drew.
And to your point.
Yes.
If you're going to introduce a mystery like this, you've got to give us as the audience a chance to piece it together.
Yeah.
Before the characters get to just jump all over it.
Yeah.
So yes, I do feel like that one is a little bit.
I mean,
it's
this
like a
whole
mystery
scene
that goes
is
nowhere.
The characters just jumping all over exposition, and those boys must be in the lake. We got to go search the lake.
Sure. Yeah, and they're like, well, the Grabber's spirit was set free 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. That's when these weird things started happening. He's feeding off the fear of their lost souls, essentially. So if we can find their bodies and put them to rest, that will destroy the Grabber, loosen his hold on all this thing.
Yeah, they learned this from a Cambodian dream book.
Find the bodies, vanquish the Grabber. We got a mission. Yeah. Okay. They know that Wild Bill had that ice fishing hut out there. They know these kids must be trapped under ice. They're going to go to that lake. They're going to take the snow off it, plow the lake essentially, and start looking. And then after they plow the lake, they don't find any sign of the boys the first day. That night, Gwen will go to sleep, and the boys will check in on her. They're going to take watch, essentially. Yeah. Wake me up in 4 hours. And this is when Gwen dreams of a paper route. And a boy and his dog. He's wearing like an old orange Denver Broncos jacket. Mm-hmm. Gets captured by the Grabber. You see like the van and the black balloons maybe. The boy gets tossed in the back. And then in Gwen's dream, Mom, Hope, wakes up in bed. Dad's sleeping next to her. Gwen is there watching her mom get some clothes out of a drawer because she's going to sneak out. Because she's just had this dream of the boy who was taken by the Grabber. She follows her mom out the door and to the Grabber's place, that same old house. And the mom looks through the window that Gwen had kind of gone in earlier to talk on the black phone. She looks through that window and she sees the body of the paper boy face down on this mattress in this basement. Yep. Really, the Grabber should have put some curtains on that window. Or just grown like a shrub in front of that window. I mean, if you're going to kidnap people and keep them in the basement, it's important to keep, put spray paint in that window or something.
At least some Christmas flocking.
Because everybody is looking through that window being like, hey, look, it's the kidnapped children.
And your brother is upstairs investigating the kidnapped children. He's got maps all over everywhere. He's triangulating things with yarn. And somewhere in this neighborhood must be where the bad guy is.
this is before that has happened, though, because I think this is maybe the first kid who's
in
been
the neighborhood.
Grabbed.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. We don't know when the brother moved in.
But Mom goes by the front of the place where the van is parked, and
the grabber.
She gets grabbed.
Grabbed.
And stuck in the van.
Grabber.
The van door closes. And the young grabber, as we see him, he's not wearing a mask. He's painted his face gray. He's a slender, Doug Henning-esque magician. Not as colorful, but he's got the sort of gangly frame and flowing locks.
True. Very true.
He goes in the van, and then the van door opens right after, and the modern-day grabber with the mask comes out and invites Gwen into the van. So in her dream, Gwen gets into the van that her mom was just taking. And
there's a lot of dream within a dream within a dream kind of going on.
Yeah. I'm doing you a kindness, says the grabber. I'm showing you the truth. What truth? You haven't figured it out yet, Gwen? Doors open.
Allow me to explain everything to you.
Yeah. And then he shows her that, in fact, Mom didn't kill herself.
Yep.
He killed the mom. He hung her body in the garage.
To look like she unalived herself, as they say in today's parlance.
Gwen watches her dad come into the garage and find her mother's body hanging there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what did you do? Oh, what have I done? He's like holding her legs. It's pretty sad and pretty intense.
Yeah.
And, I mean, it's the story they were writing. I get it. This is where you're going. But it's also neatly tying itself into the first movie. I was fine if their mom had gone crazy because of visions and killed herself.
Sure.
But in this one, they're like, no, she didn't. It was all the grabber's fault. It's all been the grabber's fault the whole time.
Yep.
And I was like, okay. I do think the scene has real power, though. I mean, it's pretty awful when she sees her mom hanging there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the grabber begins to chase Gwen into the house, which becomes his old house. And she goes down into the basement that we remember from the first movie and down the hallway where like the bathroom was, and she's hiding around a corner. And then in the first movie, there's like a little crawl space there that Finn had tried to get out of, but was blocked by
the freezer.
I think a freezer was there. And Gwen gets in there, and this is when the grabber finds her. And this is that moment where I got disturbed because he thwacks her with the axe on the arm, and it's not enough to like cut her arm off or really do damage. It's just like somebody that's just trying to hurt someone with
a
weapon.
Yeah.
And Ernesto watches as like her arm splits open as she's sleeping there, because real Gwen is still sleeping in the bed. Her arm just starts gushing blood. He's like, uh-oh. Gwen's trapped by that freezer, and then lo and behold, it opens up and the yellow jacket ghost is there, and he lets her out so she can escape into the wilderness.
Is this when she gets into the payphone and she's spinning and the blood's going everywhere?
Yeah, we're going to get there in just a second. We're going to get Mondo at the lake. We'll flash to him with the flares, and he finds the yellow jacket body under the ice. He's been there, I guess, all night long. And Gwen has run through the wilderness, and she's on the lake. She sees Mondo there, and the payphone, I think, somehow is like on the lake right now as well. Because it's all dream and everything's sort of mashing together. And it rings. She answers the phone. When someone takes my power, I have every right to defend myself. I mean, I guess the grabber feels the need to justify himself. Like, if you're thinking about this logically, Gwen, you did it first, so it's fine if I do it to you. Like, okay.
I've spoken to a lawyer.
His spirit breaks the ice under Mondo. And so Mondo will go like slipping into the water and scrambling, trying to scrape his way back onto the surface of the ice. And then Grabber goes back to the payphone as Gwen's still on there, breaks through the window, wraps the cord around her neck, and then spins her like a top.
Yeah.
So yes, this is when she's in the payphone and you just see like her spinning around and blood just like painting the walls of the payphone. As Ernesto's looking at her in the bunk, she just floats off the bunk and starts spinning through the air, blood going everywhere.
It was cool.
I kind of thought Gwen was about to die. I mean, like, you're not going to kill Gwen, but this looks terrible. There's so much blood. She was like that. You remember that old Saturday Night Live commercial for Big Red? The Viking that you would pour the fake blood into the helmet and then you would spin it. You'd pull the cord and it would spin around and spray blood all over your living room.
That's pretty great.
She is 100% Big Red in this moment, just painting the walls with this stuff.
Hold on. When she's in that phone booth, she's on a spinning rig. Like they put her on a rig that she's standing on, and she is actually flailing blood all around the inside of that, which I think is fucking cool. Yeah. I love that there's a lot of practical physical effects they did in this. And just to talk about the makeup effects for a minute, Francois Desjardins, who is a guy who's worked in Canada for a long time, he did a lot of the makeup effects, or was the prosthetic supervisor on this. I worked with him briefly on Land of the Dead many years ago.
Oh, cool.
Hannibal, he worked on Hannibal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, worked on most of the Saw movies that were shot up in Canada. So been around a while, done a lot of great things. And I think the makeup effects, especially the grabber when he takes his mask off and you see like the chunks of meat that have come away, all that's really cool and really grisly. Again, leaning towards Freddy Krueger a little bit, giving him sort of that same look, which I'm okay with. That's why I say if they want to do a third movie and have him kill a whole bunch of people in a dream state and have it be cool dream kills, I'm into it.
This one's cool. I love how she spins around too. I saw a little behind the scenes where they have like a blood bag, essentially with like a spout in it that she holds
like
to herself,
IV bags.
And she just squeezes it as she was spinning around in that thing.
Yeah.
Just like going all over. But like I said, it's so ghastly that I thought, how's she going to recover from that? It looks like she just got her throat slit and she's been sent on like a tilt-a-whirl of death. It's
First of all,
awful.
I don't like throw-up rides. That girl had to get dizzy as shit. They spin her like 3 times in that movie in different sequences.
Yeah. Well, she's young. You can take it when you're young.
Yeah, I guess. This has been a Hollywood throw-up minute.
Well, as her friends see she flies up in the air, they're getting desperate now. Gwen! Ernesto's
Gwen,
there.
wake up.
Mustang's
Gwen, wake up.
there.
Gwen, wake up. Gwen, wake up.
Finn, if you can hear me, you gotta fight. You gotta fight back, Gwen. Fight back. Because she's not waking up. Fight back. And Gwen kind of hunkers in the phone booth. She can hear their pleas. And then she gets the glow, essentially. The phone booth explodes out. The grabber gets tossed back as she's got the power. She starts yelling at him, I brought myself here. I'm fighting back. And she gives him a headbutt.
Yeah.
She headbutts the grabber.
Yeah.
All right.
And she's got blood all over her face. So it looked pretty good.
Kind of a pussy, this grabber.
He is.
Gets fucking headbutted by a 13-year-old girl. Boom.
That's part of my problem with this movie is he turns into such a pussy at the end.
Look, I like having the bad guy be a pussy.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, he's got a fucking knife and he's got an axe and he's fucking killing people. That's awful. But when you really get down to it, he's just a little bitch. So fuck that guy.
Sure. Yeah, he's a little bitch, but he could have been more menacing in the end. Instead, he just talks a menacing game and doesn't actually do much.
Well, when she headbutts the grabber, she wakes up and instantly she's like, Mondo. Knowing that Mondo has fallen through the ice because she saw it in her dream state, right?
Yeah.
And they manage to rescue Mondo. They get to him. He's like halfway out of the ice.
What's this, 30 minutes later? 40 minutes later?
God.
Come on.
He would have been dead.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Yeah.
So I do call bullshit on that one too. Like,
sure.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They managed to rescue Mondo.
This was a really cool set though. Did you see this in any of the behind the scenes?
I did.
Very cool. Yeah.
They did film it on location at this camp that you were talking about. There was a lot of snow.
Yep.
These lodges are real, but the ice lake that all this stuff takes place, that's an interior set. And yeah, they did great like underwater photography in this, and the way that they painted the ice
cracks and everything.
Oh yeah, because they didn't want it to be white ice. They wanted it dark and moody.
Yeah.
They had a very specific look, and mission accomplished. It looks great.
Yeah. Like I said, everything about this movie, the way it's done, is good, except for the weird story points, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. Well, they managed to rescue Mondo, and they're catching their breath when who should roll up in a snowplow?
Hey, Dad.
It's Dad. Oh. And Dad's like, hey, I dug our way out of here, so
let's go.
Let's go. Finn's like, all right, let's do it. And Gwen's like, we can't leave. We can't leave. We've got to help these boys. And Dad's like, I'm not asking. I called in a favor. I got here. We got to go. Gwen's digging her heels in, and she confronts Finn about the way he's been avoiding all his problems by smoking weed. And it's just like you used to do, Dad, except you did it with a bottle, and now he's doing it with weed. This is a good scene.
Sure.
This is a good scene between these actors having these sort of breakthrough moments. Finn really breaks down in here, just talking about how scared he was. And Dad's still not convinced. He's like, we're going. And Gwen reveals that the grabber killed the mom. And she knows exactly what he said when he discovered her body.
Yep.
And that strikes right to Dad's heart. And I don't know how you're able to see all these things. And she's saying, Mom's dreams weren't just dreams, and neither are mine. We're here for a reason. We got to help these boys. And essentially, she turns both her dad and Finn around to help out in the final conflict that's coming up. But I did think, because they set it up that the grabber is here, there's like a proximity thing going on. He's feeding off the souls of these boys, and causing this stuff to happen.
Yep.
And when they were trapped there, I was like, well, you're screwed. But after Dad plows the way there, I thought, why don't you just drive like 30 miles away, stay at a Best Western for a night, have a fucking hot bath. You might be far enough away you won't be affected by this. The dead bodies aren't going to go anywhere.
Yeah.
If Mondo is safe, just head out there.
Sure.
Go to Denny's in the morning, have the moons over my head.
I was just going to say that.
Head back and take care of business. You don't necessarily have to stay here getting all fucked up.
No.
You could go to the hospital, get stitches. You've been cut like 4 times.
Yeah.
But no, that's not going to happen in this movie because we've got to get to the end. The next morning, they head back out to the lake. They're looking for the other 2 boys. They've got the horse-drawn sled and a plow out there, all these machines. They're finding them. Now, Gwen hasn't been sleeping that much, so she kind of falls asleep on the sled. And this is when we get Grabber on Ice.
Dun, dun,
yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Yeah.
First guy he takes out is Barb's husband.
Triple sow cow to Barb's husband.
Sticks him with an axe and just drags him across the ice.
Yeah.
Other people are seeing this, but Gwen really sees the grabber doing all this stuff.
Yeah. Doesn't kill him, though. Just drags him.
Yeah, drags him, and then, there's also a shot where he goes by both the husband and Barb, and they both get, lines of blood across their foreheads. I was really hoping Barb might get a little bit more comeuppance for being such
Those
a
2 characters
wagon.
should have gotten killed. They should have gotten killed. Ernesto should have gotten killed. Mustang should have gotten killed. Yes!
Not Ernesto.
Yes.
I'm kind of satisfied with just 4 dead kids and a dead mom in this.
All right,
but if you want more blood...
Fine.
But as the grabber is doing his triple lutzes and trying to pull off a quad and going triple sow cow into a toe loop, Gwen, in sort of dream state, has slid into the hole in the water and is finding the bodies. She's pushing these barrels up. Cool behind-the-scenes stuff on this one, too, of having this actress down in the water.
Sure.
With the barrels. It must have been a lot of fun.
I can't move a 55-gallon drum around a floor in a concrete building. I can't shove a 55-gallon drum. How are you going to pick one up from the bottom of a lake? push it up.
She's in a magic dream state.
All right.
She's got dream power.
Yeah, but when they get one to the surface, Mustang just lifts it out like, I got this.
Yeah. It'd be so full of water and bloated corpse.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. No,
it's gonna weigh a fucking ton. Come on.
It's going to take a real Mustang to pull that out.
That's right.
But they are essentially freeing the ghosts, and this is perhaps
ghosts
weakening the grabber.
Yeah.
And the grabber makes his way towards the edge of the hole where they're pulling the bodies out. But the corpses start crashing through the ice. Arms start grabbing at the grabber.
Yeah.
Sort of slowing him down as
grabber gets grabbed.
Gets closer. Yeah. Well, he who grabs must take care lest he thereby get grabbed.
Yes.
We all remember that famous saying.
From Fellatio 6.9, actually.
But yes, they're grabbing his legs and tripping him up. And this is where it seems like he has sort of a, if not corporeal form, there's a solidness to him like in It Follows, right?
Yeah.
Certain physics. He's tripped, and she, in the dream state, rips his mask off. And yeah, you mentioned the good like bits of flesh that are torn off.
Meaty chunks.
Looks like his eyes maybe don't have eyelids anymore. He's all fucked up. And he does that little thing where he freaks out again about not having his mask on. Which
or his face.
Yeah, really. Nature's mask really is what that is.
I no longer have nature's mask on.
Now, Gwen in the dream state has ripped his mask off. She's getting help from the bodies of the boys that are coming through the ice, and Finn is right there and manages to find the invisible leg, and then working his way up, finds the grabber's head, and then violently starts bashing it over and over and over again into the ice, just smashing his face off. And Gwen takes the axe and cuts his leg off because it's still grabbed by one of the skeletal hands.
It is currently grabbed.
And then push him into the icy hole where the spirits of the 3 dead boys drag his body, his dream body, into the blackness below.
Yeah, where he just freezes.
Yes. Also cool behind the scenes on that one is that they do it all on wires in the air. Did you see that?
Yeah, on a blue screen.
I thought that was pretty neat too. Not underwater, just do it in wires and then make it look like
shoot dry for wet, we call that. Have you ever shot dry for wet?
Only after I've been grabbed.
Oh yeah.
According to Fellatio 6.9.
Girls on film, dry for wet now.
Yeah, then Gwen wakes up, kisses Ernesto. Hey! Mondo calls the families of the boys the next day. We found them. We found them finally. And that next day, Finn and Gwen are passing the payphone and it starts ringing. And Finn can't hear it this time, but Gwen can. She picks it up and it's her mom.
Aww.
And she's like, you are so wrong about Vin Diesel. How dare you? Christmas is canceled till you apologize to Vin Diesel.
I got friends.
We're sorry, Mom.
I got family.
She says, you did so well, honey. You set them free. And Gwen's like, will I always be this cursed? And Mom's like, it's not a curse, baby. Tell your brother I love him.
Mm-hmm.
And Gwen whispers to Finn, and they all drive away.
Have fun at the Duran Duran concert.
Fulfilled. Finger bang. Finger bang.
2 minutes later.
Give him the old Cambodian.
Dry for wet. So good.
That is the Black Phone.
The Black Phone. Yeah, you know, like I said, he's Diet Freddy Krueger.
Freddy made a lot worse movies than the Black Phone, too.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And they followed more of the script you're talking about, where a bunch of teens just die in fantastic ways. But they're not as good a movie.
The seriousness of this movie and the darkness of this movie and the way everything is shot, it looks and sounds, and the good acting, if you did it in the Freddy Krueger kind of realm, I think it would really up the ante a lot. I would have liked to have seen it. You know what's interesting is the first time I watched this movie, I thought it was really good. And then the second time I watched it, I went, wow, they really missed the mark on a lot of shit here.
I think it lands. For me, the biggest problem is just that it's just so pat. Like when we get to the point where the grabber killed your mom, I thought, you didn't need to make it that tidy.
Yeah.
And they're not allowing you to solve the mystery on your own.
No,
like
not at all.
With the WBH, you know? If you had been able to put that together somehow before they reveal it, but they essentially say it and then they solve the mystery right there.
Yeah, within seconds.
That's not as fun. That's not as fun for an audience member, I don't think.
Yep. Not a terrible movie, not a great one.
No, I think it's good. And what would you give the original Black Phone?
Ooh, original Black Phone? Probably an 8.
Yeah, I think the Black Phone is an 8 for me as well.
Yeah.
And I think it's a worthy sequel. It's just almost a little too cute.
Yeah.
In a weird way.
Yeah. Not as cute as Vin Diesel.
Don't get Mom started.
We're going to stoke that fire. I said, send us a strongly worded email. She's like, more than the text? I was like, yeah.
I've gotten 3. It's been out for 3 days. I've gotten 3 texts.
I only got 1 text. She's probably listened to it 3 times already and got mad each time.
Perhaps what she needs is a holiday in Cambodia.
Tyler, dream us out.
The head, the tail, the whole damn thing.
Well, that ends up another episode of The Head, the Tail, the whole damn thing with industry professionals Mike D. McCarthy and James Knight. I'm your announcer, still on his phone, Tyler Patton. Hope to see you next year, so have a happy new year, and we'll see you in 2026. Bye for now. Wow, wow.
You forgot to mention the next 2 movies. Tyler, are you there? Okay, I guess not. Well, the next 2 movies are both fairy tales. Guillermo del Toro's Pan's Labyrinth, and the most recent take on Cinderella, Ugly Stepsister.